Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is this about? Are we? I guess what the heck is this? Okay. Well, sorry about that because I can't see because I got other stuff showing up on the screen here. I couldn't tell. Welcome to Independent. This is Monday night, beginning at 9 o'clock. We're the realest talking sports. My name is Rodney Jones. I'm your host / moderator, and joining me is the man that created the show, Mr. Mark A. Cunningham, otherwise known on here as Max 611. Brother, how you feeling?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Oh, yeah, everything is good so far. Pretty good. Can't complain. We got our boy right on cue because you know what the first thing we're gonna talk about is his and probably your, well, maybe not yours, Mac, but definitely Dom's favorite team, and he's a baseball man. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of baseball and
rocking that hat.
Rocking the hat. Probably had a jersey somewhere as well. Welcome, Dom. How you doing, brother?
Can you hear us, Dom?
I just saw like that staticky move, like right there. Can't hear you.
You know, when your Wi-Fi bad connection.
You must really have a bad connection because I saw the whole.
You must have the connection I had a couple months back.
For sure.
Months back. That was
exactly
horrible.
That was horrible. I saw that staticky movement. I'm like, oh boy, here we go, starting off already. Dom, you still there? Nope. I guess he's gotta try to reconnect somehow. Anyway, we got our boy Reggie that's here. Reggie, your mic is live. How you doing, buddy? Reggie, your mic is live. How you doing? All right, what the hell's going on?
Give me a second.
Yeah, go. You log off or whatever, okay, and come back in. I can say the same for Reggie as well. Mac, we're gonna just move on with this, man. Let's get into this. First thing on the docket,
I said word.
Okay, first thing on the docket tonight, the New York Yankees. Yesterday was a bad game for them. It was a bad game. I heard that they had this guy Domingo German had a no-hitter going to the 8th in Boston against the Red Sox. The Yankees were up 4-0, and then something horrible happened in the bottom of the 8th, and Boston scored 5 runs to win that game, a game that they should have won. This is totally inexcusable to me. A lot of people are clamoring for the firing for the head of manager Bob Boone. Right. I necessarily don't really agree with that. I agree with the fact that maybe he needs to go, but at this time during the season, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's going to happen. I know back in the days when Billy Martin was manager of the Yankees, this used to be a regular thing with him and George. I do remember that fondly, of course. But in recent times, recently, I just don't see it. I haven't seen it. I could be incorrect now. Just please tell me if I am. But have you seen it since those days of George and Billy Martin?
Yeah. People have been fired in mid-season. But here's the thing.
Specifically with the Yankees.
With the Yankees?
Yes.
It hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But, you brought up George and Billy. I think you fired him in the middle of the season and then rehired him in the same season. No, I'm joking. I don't know if that happened or not.
It probably did. Who knows with George? Dom, your mic is live. Can you? Are you good?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can even hear the crickets back there in the backyard.
Yeah.
Hear the crickets.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But yeah, Boone has to go. In my opinion, he can go tomorrow. He can go at the end of the season, but he unequivocally has to go. He's been horrible. And
Mac, give me 1 second. Just keep talking. Yeah. Give me 1 second, brother.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
And he just hasn't managed well, and Cashman didn't help him by putting together a crappy roster, as well as it's just bad. Dom, what are your thoughts?
I hate going out like that because that's one of the few teams I have a bash. But that being said, there's just been it's actually horrible all around from top to bottom. I have to say that to begin with. Right. So the pieces they put together, the way the pieces were playing when they were all healthy, the bonehead moves that Boone did. And I think the other day was probably the icing on the cake with taking Jermaine out. I think that had to be the worst move so far, especially knowing your bullpen ain't what it used to be. Right. You know, you're down to like Britton and Stanton to try to close a game, but somehow in between that, the moves have been ridiculous, to say the least. I always look at it as a collective failure, because they didn't do much, well, really nothing, to better the lineup than they had from last year.
Right.
And I could imagine, you know, okay, it was COVID, you know, the season was cut short, blah, 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 blah. But when you really look back, guys, think of one move they actually made to improve this team. They went into the season knowing probably, what was it, maybe 2 weeks into the season, that we lost Hicks for the rest of the year.
Right.
And you never identified that. You know, Judge, whether it's COVID or something else, up and down, in and out. Stanton had a little streak. Sanchez had a little streak, but he's still hitting 215.
Right.
So
and he's
we could talk
now.
about, we could talk about the moves the manager isn't doing, which is highly magnified. But when it gets to the nuts and bolts, you know, the Brett Gardner, who I say all the time, I love him, I appreciate his loyalty, but he ain't even hitting 200, and we're still throwing him out there in the lineup. You know, it's kind of sad to watch. It's probably one of the worst seasons I've seen the Yankees play in quite some time. Right. So, yes, I hate to say it because I don't believe in, you know, putting all the onus on the manager. But if for nothing else, man, you know, to shake this up, do something. I'm with you, Mark. If they fired him tonight, I don't know if it would help. But that being said, you would at least show that this ain't working. And then we could work on getting pieces and seeing what manager we come up with and see what his direction is, what his yings and yangs are. But, yeah, Boone really hasn't proven themselves. And you know the Yankees, other than the Billy Martin fiasco y'all was talking about, they normally stay loyal to their managers.
Right.
But in this case, nah, guys, I'm sorry. It might be time. It might be time. Then we could talk about Cashman and the rest of this fiasco. But Boone, yeah, I hate saying it, but I think it's time for him to go.
Right. Let me ask you this, Don. Did you approve of Boone last year and the year before?
Yeah, in some ways, yeah. Because again, last year, let's not get too high on last year because of COVID.
Right.
But he managed to keep them very competitive with the pieces he had. But that being said, guys, we've been doing this Talking Yankees for at least 2.5 years now, maybe 3. We've seen the decline of Gary Sanchez. We've seen the injury bug with Aaron Judge. We've seen the injury bug and the inconsistency with Stanton. Now we're seeing the downside of the Gleyber Torres, the Urchelas, you know, all the guys that helped us get to those 100 wins a season, but kind of sort of disappeared in the postseason. We're seeing this now, that it really went from when we were talking about it, especially Sanchez, not to pick on Sanchez, guys, just using him as an example. We've talked for about 2.5 years that he can't hit a curveball. The great thing is he's become a little better defensive catcher. He's learned how to block balls, keep balls in front of him. But his hitting, I don't think I ever seen somebody go that south, that fast in quite some time. It's almost astonishing to see where he was when he came up the end of that year to that whole next season to where he is now, guys. We're talking about, I don't know what it is. The last time I checked, he was batting 215. And that's counting that little hot streak he went through not long ago. He's still hitting 215. I don't know. You know, do you cut your losses? Do you start from scratch? Do you actually say we're going to do a total reboot? Another thing the Yankees historically don't do. They don't just say like an NBA team, we're just gonna go belly up for the next 2 years.
Right.
That's not in their makeup.
Right.
But that being said, we are seeing some good shine from some of these young kids that came up from Wilkes-Barre. You know, I was talking to my friend Steve, and I was talking about one of the games they played last week where a lot of them young guys were playing, and it almost looked like you was watching a baseball game. They hit, they ran, they went from first to third. The energy was like you was watching how baseball used to be. See ball, hit ball, run, take the extra base, not just sit on the base and wait for the long ball. They showed that one or two glimmers of hope the weekend before last, I think. The series against Boston, not in Boston, in New York. They showed a little glimmer of hope. So I was like, okay, we heard about some of these young kids. Is it time? Do you wave the white flag and say, you know, okay, we're going to bring these guys up. Let's see what they got. Let's not wait till we expand the rosters to 101 players, because now we're playing meaningless games, sort of like the Knicks. You know, Dotson was the greatest shooter in the NBA in meaningless games. I don't want to see that, guys.
Let me throw this at you to kind of answer your question. And again, I could be incorrect, but I'm just going to put it out there anyway. My thing is this. Nobody's job is safe. You understand? When you're underperforming, and make no mistake, they are underperforming right now, no job should be safe. You understand what I'm saying? This is just my take. If need be, if you need to bring some young guys up, like Chandler is one of Chandler's favorite, Esteban Florio, you know, if you got to bring guys like that up to play, and I don't give a damn what their contract, these stars, these regulars, their contract may dictate that they get a majority of playing time. Screw all that. It's time to dump that, because right now the Yankees look horrible. Bottom line, they look horrible. That's an undeniable fact. You understand? So, listen, nobody's job is safe. If you're not producing, you're sitting. It's one or the other. You know?
Yeah.
You even have to make productive outs. Okay.
Right. It's sort of like, hypothetically, the Yankees had a Tom Thibodeau as a coach. You know, Tom Thibodeau is the type of guy that don't look at your name. If you ain't hitting, you're sitting.
That's it.
Seemed like
there you go.
The Yankees just seem like, you know, I commend them if their mentality is we're going to go down like this, then God bless you. You know, may the force be with you with 9 games out, 4 games out in the wild card, whatever. If this is how your goal is, that you're going to go out like this and you're hoping for the best, well, you know what? Again, God bless you. Will it work? I don't know, because it hasn't. No, they're really, I hate to say it, because I'm a Yankee fan in my heart of hearts. It's become a shit show. It's actually, and that's something I would never say about the Yankees, but it's become a shit show. You don't know who's playing where. You got Gardner, who's out there as 105 years old, but you're still avoiding trying to put Stanton in the outfield after all this time.
That makes
Unless
no sense.
he has some broken leg we don't know about. You're still avoiding at least trying to put him somewhere in the outfield. Judge is hurt. Gardner's on his last leg. I can't even tell you who plays left field on a given night for the Yankees. Their outfield is totally in disarray. That's the part that's really annoying me. Tell me why this guy cannot play the field, and maybe I'll understand it a little better. You know, he forgot how to catch the ball. His arm is shot. Tell me something for me to say, okay, I understand why he's not playing the field. But am I missing something? You guys live in New York. Are they putting anything out like that? Like Stanton can't throw no more. He falls over himself catching fly balls.
Yeah.
I haven't heard nothing.
The thing is, and I think we've heard our boys say this, you know, he's more involved, more into the game when he's out there in the field. Exactly. You understand? And that's a lot to be said for. You know, once you feel involved, you know what I'm saying, Mac?
I'll say this, guys, and I'll stop. I'll say this. We always say, here's a guy that prior to coming to the Yankees was a damn good right fielder and an MVP.
Right.
And everything went totally belly up when he came to the Yankees, and they're going to make him a DH. Knowing you had, even when he came, you had weak and soft spots in your outfield. Shit. When Stanton came to the Yankees, that's around the time Judge started hitting that injury wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you still avoided trying to put him in the outfield. So you got to tell me, our manager of the New York Yankees, why is it? Give me an answer and I'll be satisfied, whether you lie to me or not. Just tell me why you haven't tried putting this guy in the outfield. I'm just asking.
No, I feel you. I understand that completely. I get it. You know, I wish I could. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what the owner is thinking. It's just really crazy. I still say I give more blame to the guy that put this roster together. You know what I'm saying? Than even more so than the manager. I really do. Yeah, I think that is Boone the greatest tactician in baseball history? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But again, you're given the cards to deal with, and this is seriously flawed. I think a lot of people they didn't realize it before, but hello, it's here in your face now.
But here's another.
Let me just say this, Dom. It's also the analytics department who basically control the manager, which is really stupid to me. I don't know if I couldn't be a manager in baseball because I would be cussing the analytics dudes out. Your job is to give me data, and I'm supposed to take the data and run with it. Not you tell me what to do. No, get out of here. I would, and you know, Boone used to play. I would tell him, you never played baseball in your life. Did you play any sports? Fuck out of here. And the overuse of analytics is ridiculous, as you like to say, and as we like to use. They pull out the manual. And you know, once they get past the fifth inning, they pull out the manual and they say, okay, it's the fifth or sixth inning. We got to take him out, even though he's been pitching well. We got to take him out. We got to shift. We got to do a shift over here. No. Where's your feel at? Where's your feel for the game? Where's your feel for the guy pitching?
It's gone. Inexplicably, it's gone. Now, Dom, I'm sorry, because I know you wanted to say something, but go ahead, Webb.
No, this is where you'll have some of the other side of the coin saying, well, you know, he did pretty good with this same roster for 2 years, 3 years. But again, as I stated earlier with Mark, okay, but during that time frame, guys, and I'm just going back to the time we've known each other. Like I told Mark, we've seen the wheels coming off Sanchez, this guy, that guy. This. So was your intent to, we're going to run this horse till his legs fall off and hopefully it gets back to some sense of normalcy and not see the handwriting on the wall? We seen this, guys. We seen the Gleyber Torreses, who was a good hitter, decide he wanted to be Hank Aaron. Baseman. Yeah, as a second baseman. He's going to be a shortstop. Understanding that, I understand he was a high prospect at shortstop when he was coming up. But what we saw him as a second baseman and a hitter was, okay, I could buy this for now. Let's go get us a shortstop. Since you let Didi go, okay, let's get us a shortstop. Or give this guy a crack at shortstop. But when they gave him the shot at shortstop, he wasn't nowhere near a Gold Glover. And that's around the time he decided he wanted to go from Gleyber Torres to Hank Aaron, trying to pull everything out the ballpark. And what happened? We seen this, guys. I'm not making nothing up. We actually seen this. We seen Gary Sanchez for 3 years swinging at curveballs in the dugout. We seen this as fans. We're not making this shit up, guys. We talked about this countless times. Has it changed?
It hasn't. And I told y'all, Luke Voigt. We should have got a real first baseman.
Well, I mean, that's Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Reggie's mic is live, by the way.
Right, and then you got people saying, "Oh, Luke Voigt he's been one of the best players."
Oh, yeah.
Come on, stop. Best players.
So was Bill. Yeah. So was Built Ford Tough. Remember him? Oh, this guy is Built Ford Tough. What happened to him?
Right.
Where is he?
Luke Voigt hasn't played a full season in his life.
Right. Like I said,
Hey,
fluid roster.
Let's not
Should
run
have
with
should
that.
have got a real first. Should have got a real first baseman. Let Luke Voigt be the backup DH and backup first baseman, and because that's what he's good at. And Brett Gardner gonna be playing until he's 70.
See, that's what I'm saying.
70 already.
I know, right? Is Stanton
exactly?
Is Stanton that far gone? That going with what Mark says, get us a real first baseman. Is Stanton that unathletic where we couldn't even tried him at first base? I mean, that's not a bad thing. Outfielders normally.
I don't think so.
Doesn't he get hurt frequent also?
Let's look at his age. He's 31.
Wait, not like Judge.
Come on. What'd you say? Yeah, thank you. I'm about to get on that guy. See, again, people thought I was crazy. Let's talk. Matter of fact, let's just address the elephant in the room. The thing is, man, Hal Steinbrenner does not want to win championship number 28. I keep saying this. That's right. Here we go. Exactly. You already know the deal. The goal is to simply win 100 games or more and win the AL East. That's where the buck stops. That's it. The goal is not to win a world championship. That's just that. I'm just gonna throw it out there, and I don't care. You can hate on that.
Text write-off mode.
Pretty much right out of the page of James Dolan. Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. I understand.
And that's where the problem lies, right there.
I still can't buy that R due to the fact that if you would have showed me that we went from 100 wins to COVID. If you would have showed me, I'm not happy winning 100 games because I don't want to win. Let's break up the band. Let's do stuff to show that we're really not into winning. But no, they went the total opposite. They went from
no,
I fail to believe any professional team is doing that, let alone the Yankees.
Guess what? You got one, and that's your favorite on the baseball side. They're doing it. They've been doing it because my thing is this. Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner have failed to make certain transactions, certain movements in recent years to improve this team, even though they were going to be on track for 95, 100, 105 wins in a season. They could have made certain moves to go further in the playoffs and gotten to the World Series and quite possibly run. Now, I'm not going to say what they were verbatim right now because I don't really remember. I know it involved a few pitchers that should have been had. You know what I'm saying? There should have been a few pitchers that should have been had, but they, for some reason, they didn't get it. They were crying over payroll or whatever the case may have been. And I'm like, no, they do not want to win. This is like me. Hold on. This is like me being at Madison Square Garden again, telling Knicks fans about James Dolan.
But that being said, and we went over this before because I think one of your bones back a few years ago when I met you was Keuchel.
Yes,
he didn't go after Keuchel, but at that time, remember. Let's put our rewind hats on. At that time, Keuchel said, "Man, that's not what I want. I'm going to bet on myself." Remember? Then I bet you if they ponied up a bit more money, $2 to $3 million, I bet you I would have changed his tune. Again, we could say what we think, what we believe. I'm just going by what Keuchel said. He paused on everybody and said, "I'm going to bet on myself." It didn't work out for him very well.
It didn't.
And you got Machado, who the Yankees offered as much as San Diego offered him. He balked. He went to San Diego. So if they weren't, putting their best foot forward with at least matching an offer, attempting, then I would say, and again, we had that conversation a million times, guys, that, do guys just not want to play in New York? Let's take Manny Machado, for example, just using him as an example, because he's probably the most recent, highly touted hitting free agent in quite some time. Was it safer for him to go to San Diego? I'm just asking. It kind of worked out good for him because guess what? I think I said this a couple of years ago. San Diego had a good farm team. They had some kind of nucleus. Then here comes Tatis. Here comes Machado. So did it work out for Machado by not coming to the Big Apple? I'd say yeah, though San Diego hasn't done nothing yet. But I'd say it at least worked out for him, where maybe he just didn't want that, because we're seeing this, guys. We're seeing this in all sport when it comes to New York. That big lights, bright lights, endorsements, that don't fly no more. You got guys that are getting big-time endorsement deals that Russell Westbrook was playing in Oklahoma City. He was getting more endorsement money than anybody that played for the Knicks. Granted, the Knicks suck. But I'm just saying, those days are gone, guys, where I have to be in New York. I have to be in LA to get these kind of deals. Those days are gone, and I think they're catching on to that. And again, coming to the Yankees, playing for the Yankees, there's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of history. Some guys, and I'm not saying I know the answer, guys. It's just becoming a little ironic that we're matching dollar for dollar, and then one team goes 10 years where we say 9 years, or we said 8 years, same money, different location, 1 or 2 more years, and they say, okay, I'll take San Diego. Robinson Cano, I'll take Seattle. How did that work out for him? Same money. Yankees just didn't want to do the years.
Who's doing the Darth Vader in the background? I hear.
I don't know.
You somebody trying to blow in somebody's ear? But go ahead.
Must be you.
Where's
Who
Bishop?
that is.
Where's Bishop? We need that. This is a family show. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
go
just
ahead.
me, guys. That's just me speculating.
Okay.
I just think that ship has sailed where everybody just wants to come to New York.
Well,
Did the
listen,
Nets hit
we got
pay dirt? Yeah.
we got our boy Chandler on the line. Your mic is live, brother.
Oh,
I know you've been listening. Yeah, old boy is
Hey,
right.
fellas. Sorry about that. I was watching Star Wars and lost track of time. Although I did come at the right point with Dom with the revision. On
Yes,
Dallas
indeed.
Keuchel.
Chandler,
Atlanta offered
you
him.
faded in it. You faded in and out.
I said I came in on the revisionist history on Dallas Keuchel. The Yankees did not offer Dallas Keuchel the same amount of money Atlanta offered him, and it actually worked out well for him because he helped pitch Atlanta to the playoffs. Then the next year he got a good contract, and the year after that he got a good contract. So it did work out for him, and they could have used Dallas Keuchel that season. The Yankees are not matching dollar for dollar with these free agents. With Patrick Corbin, and you can't say, well, it's 2 years less, but it's the same money. It's not the same money. If I'm offering you 2 years less, then it's not the same money. They could have. In on Max Scherzer at all. How's that worked out for him? Because then they wound up having to pay Garrett Cole $8 billion when they could have already had Max Scherzer. See, they don't sign players and then they go around looking for that exact same player. They didn't want to sign Machado, but they spent the past how many years looking for a third baseman. They didn't want to sign Scherzer, then they spent the next how many years looking for an ace. They didn't want to sign Corbin, so you went and got James Paxton, who everybody knew was not good. James Paxton is a guy who, number one, stays injured, and number two, doesn't believe he can pitch without a plus fastball, which to him is 90, 96 and up. If he only has 94, 95, he gets hit because he doesn't believe in his fastball, even though this dude has tremendous stuff as a left-hander. Yeah, I'm guessing the point is, what are the Yankees doing? What are the Yankees not doing? This all comes back to, tell me the last position player that the Yankees developed that has made an impact in the major leagues with the Yankees specifically for longer than 5 years. There isn't any. You wouldn't have to keep going out and trying to get free agents who look at this organization and say, well, one, y'all don't want to spend money, and two, y'all not really trying to win, and three, where's your player development? People come here and get worse. Players come here and get worse.
Wow.
Mark Teixeira was a 300 hitter till he came to the Yankees, and he suddenly turned into a 240 hitter. Yeah, he hit 40 home runs. Okay, but he hit 40 home runs with 80 RBIs. Okay.
Oh my God.
Listen, guys. Players come here, and because of the Yankees' philosophy, they don't get better. Look at the pitchers that have come here, got worse, left, and got better. Nathan Eovaldi is the perfect example of that. Nathan Eovaldi. Yankees gave up on him. How's that worked out for him? He helped Boston win the World Series. Okay. Carlos Pena, if you want to go back in the day. G-Man Choi, if you want to be recent. Both of them, he ain't gonna play a good first base. How's that working out for him? G-Man Choi just helped Tampa Bay Rays get to the World Series. Did they win it? No, but they got there. They got there. Sonny Gray, he can't pitch New York. No, the Yankees tried to change his pitching style. He left New York. Now he's back to being Sonny Gray. Lance Lynn, back to being Lance Lynn. I mean, there are players that we will get that play worse for us because the Yankees' philosophy. They leave, they go back to being who they are, and everybody says, it's because they couldn't play in New York. No, it's because of the Yankees' philosophy. Giancarlo Stanton was an MVP. He gets to the Yankees, and suddenly they decide he can't play the outfield. Giancarlo Stanton won an MVP playing the outfield, but according to the Yankees, he can't play the outfield. but Miguel Andujar can play the outfield, though. Okay? Miguel Andujar can play the outfield, though. Okay? Tyler Wade is a major leaguer, according to the Yankees. Tyler Wade is a major leaguer, according to the Yankees.
And so am I. And so is
listen,
all. Put me on left and right.
Like I said, the trick.
Hal Steinbrenner decides that it's more important for him to win than make money, then the Yankees will be a perpetual team of we won 100 games, we almost got to the World Series. That is going to be what what the Yankees are, and if that's what they want to be, fine. But don't sit up here and tell me it's because people don't want to come or nobody likes New York or all this other nonsense. You have lowered the bar.
But those are all hit and miss stats. Those are. While I will agree with the Stanton and the Andujar, but those are all hit and miss stats with any team in baseball. We've seen this a million times. Guy didn't pan out here; he panned out there. All these teams building from the farm system up. Let me finish, Bar. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Tell me where I'm lying. The Dodgers were a very good team. They went out and signed Betts. They win a World Series. The Padres was building from their farm system, but they went out and got Machado.
Yes,
it happens all the time in baseball, guys.
Okay, but why does it happen to the Yankees all the time, Dom?
To this day, they haven't proven nothing. They ain't even the best team in the AL West with everything they've done.
Okay, but why does it happen to the Yankees all the time?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Like you could say all the time, but it happens to every team.
No,
it happens to every team, guys. I'm not sitting here playing.
How long do we have
a question? When's the last time a baseball team won back-to-back World Series?
Okay. When's the last time the Yankees won a World Series?
I didn't ask that question. I know that answer. And I know you know that answer because that's why you brought it up. But I'm asking a question, guys. When's the last time a team won back-to-back World Series?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Since the Yankees won a back-to-back World Series.
Thank you. Yes, since the Yankees did it. And that was 19 years ago.
Yeah, and who was the owner at the time?
When's the last time the Yankees, we could go back to when's the last time the Yankees won the World Series. But when's the last time a team won back-to-back World Series? Because this is what happens in baseball. We could call it parity. We could call it this, that, and the other thing.
Dude,
is it
there is a
ironic,
trail.
Guys? Let me ask.
There's a long.
Ironic?
Go ahead, brother.
All right. But I'm just asking the question: is it ironic that the San Francisco Giants got the best record in the National League?
No, it's not ironic. Because they're having a really good season. Yes, but it's also because of how they're built. They're built to win in that division. And here's the thing: we can go all the way back to Ted Lilly. I can just keep naming players that. So I can keep naming players, but at the end of the day, you keep saying who won back to back. Yankees haven't won since 2009. When's the last time they've been to a World Series? When's the last time you heard them mention World Series other than in the off season when they say, our goal is to win the World Series, but when they fail every year now it's we won 100 games, a very successful season. No, it wasn't a successful season. It was not a successful season. A successful season is winning. A failure is not winning.
Since you're
that
saying
used to be the mantra.
There's only one team. there's only one team in the last 20 years that's been to the World Series 2 times in a row. That's the Dodgers. It's, again, guys, I'm not saying anything y'all are saying is incorrect. Whatever y'all think, whatever y'all feel, that's a personal feeling. I'm just giving you straight up statistics. This is baseball.
And the Dodgers go over the luxury cap, over salary tax every year.
But guess what? It's the same thing is happening in basketball right before our very eyes. It's happening in basketball right before our very eyes.
What's happening in basketball?
Where all of these same teams get into the finals year after year, same shit every year. Slowly but surely, the wheels started coming off that. But it's came off in baseball.
No.
When you couldn't tell me, who was the last team to win a World Series, that tells me something.
Hold on. You can't compare the NBA to Major League Baseball.
Because the NBA is a weak ass league. But that being said,
I wouldn't say that. But here's the thing, though. In the NBA, usually in basketball, is usually 2 or 3 good teams, and they stay good for a period of time. Golden State, and wherever LeBron is, those have been the 2 good teams. Golden State got injuries and they're getting older, and LeBron is older. So now we see Phoenix.
But even that, Mark. That being said, not to get into basketball realm, but just to add this caveat to what I'm trying to say, is it a coincidence that the NBA Finals was up 33%? Game 6 was the most watched NBA game in the last 2 years. I'm just asking the question, guys. I'm not giving the answer. Did that happen coincidentally, or did normal fans like me and maybe who we pull for the Nets, we pull for the Knicks, but did that 30% increase happen because people were like, wow, this is something new. This might be interesting to watch.
Dom, some people
numbers don't lie. People lie with numbers.
Some people tend not to watch once their team gets eliminated. But
I would buy that, Mark. But that would say every year.
Right, but hold on. Diehard fans like me will watch. I've been watching for 50 years because the Knicks suck for 50 years, with a few splashes in there. And I got on the Knicks shirt tonight.
Oh God!
Praise you, son. Praise you. But all that being said, Mark, me and you who are gonna watch some of the NBA Finals, are we a 33% increase? Or
no, we're not part of that.
I'm just asking.
And
was
yes,
it something
new?
People
don't look. A lot of people didn't like seeing Golden State and LeBron in the finals every year. So I get it.
Of course.
But even when they didn't like them, right? I was going to say that, Mark. Even when they didn't like them, the ratings were But I'm just using this year for an example. You got 2 teams that, if any of us on this line would have said these 2 teams were going to play in the finals, I'd say we're all lying because we didn't. But a lot of people glued in to watch it.
Listen, things happen. Injuries happen. Somebody's foot is too goddamn big, and their foot wasn't behind the 3 line, and maybe we would have seen another team, just like when Toronto won. If Kawhi doesn't make that shot, maybe Philly goes to the finals.
But you know what, Mac? The streaming thing, the ratings thing, I love how that's being played because let's not forget we were in the pandemic this season, so there's a hell of a lot more people in the house watching TV. Okay, a hell of a lot more. Also, past years, they don't count streaming when they start talking about ratings. They're talking TV ratings. They're talking cable TV. They're not talking about the streaming platforms. Okay, that's accounted for totally differently. So you could say the TV ratings were down, but that doesn't mean less people are watching. You understand what I'm saying? Because if less people were watching,
I said that to Dom before about streams and
what was my answer before, and I'm gonna give you that answer now. I understand what y'all are saying. I understand the NBA League Pass where I could click from one game.
No, we're not talking about League Pass.
All that. We're not talking about that. Even streaming. I'll give you streaming too. But I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Come the end of the year, when there ain't no more streaming and these games are played on ABC, and then again, I even told y'all the first time I brought this up, I'll give you streaming. I'll give you League Pass. I'll give you the dogs, the cats, the chickens, the rats. But when you had the ratings on ESPN, ABC, and TNT going down for the last 7 to 8 years, that
so
was
why
an issue.
the TV contracts going?
Finish,
Why the
Chandler.
numbers going up in the TV contract, Dom?
Let me ask you a question, though, Chandler. With everything you just said, the ratings went up this year. We ain't talking about streaming no more. We just talking about straight up NBA Finals ratings went up this year.
Yes.
With
There were more
everything
people
you
in the
just
house.
said. No, there was more people in the house last year than there were this year. Let's remember.
I know, because the
Yes,
finals came on. Okay.
In the heart of the pandemic.
Okay.
We even brought that up. Remember, guys? Wow. They should do good with
at the end of the day, Dom,
going nowhere.
At the end of the day, the TV contract numbers keep going up. So for all of the nobody's watching and all of that, these networks keep giving these leagues more money to televise their product, which says that the ratings
they're
may
making
not
the money
damn
back,
matter.
Chandler. They're making it back
Yes.
hand and foot.
Yes. So then the ratings don't matter. So then the ratings don't matter.
I'm not saying it matters, don't matter, Chandler. I just brought up a simple point with baseball and with basketball. This happens all the time. With basketball, it hasn't happened like this in quite some time. But again, coincidentally,
basketball is different. It's always
the ratings went up.
I'm talking
saying.
about I'm talking about teams. It's usually 1 or 2 to 3 teams that always go far in the playoffs.
Because it's a weak league. Because it's a weak league,
I'm not
guys.
gonna say that. I wouldn't say
it was it weak when it was the Boston Celtics, the Chicago Bulls? Was it weak back then? I mean, you had these teams that dominated. I mean, I remember in the 80s, you couldn't have a finals without the Lakers or the Celtics being in it.
Or the Sixers.
Okay. The 90s, you didn't have a finals without the Bulls being in it.
Or the Spurs.
Right. Or the Lakers.
Great point, Reggie. But I will say this, and
Kobe by himself.
Y'all historians like Chandler, I'm pretty sure some of us can attest to, yes, it might have been those teams, but that path to that finals was a hell of a lot harder. When you look at the teams that the Bulls had to go through, remember, because, guys, we brought this up before. At that time, the East was stronger than the West. It's kind of flip-flop now. But when you look at the teams the Pistons had to go through to get to the finals, Boston, the Bulls, those were any one of them that got to the conference finals was probably going to win the NBA championship because the East was a lot tougher. The path back then, subjective. Guys, was a little harder. That's all I'm saying.
That's subjective. But that's subjective because there are people who would say it's harder to play now than it was then because there's so much more running up and down. I'm saying it's subjective because there are people who would say it is much harder to play now because now you have to guard damn near out to the logo all the time now. You got guys launching from 35 feet and hitting on a consistent basis. So it's harder to play defense. They're constantly moving. They're getting up shots in less than 15 seconds, which means there's more shot attempts, which means there's more wear and tear on the bodies. So and again, you could make an argument. I wouldn't make the argument because I like the era I watched basketball in, but you could truly make the argument that physically it is harder for teams now than it was then.
I would almost agree with that, Chandler, except for that key phrase with quotation marks on the side of it, load management. You can't tell me that.
Look at the injuries.
When you got a guy playing 30 minutes, then taking 2 games off.
And knee injuries now than there were before. To back up Chandler, what he's saying, I hate to do it, because I really don't like that dude.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
It's more wear and tear on the body.
Well, again, that's
because of the more running that they're doing.
That's an oxymoron, Mark. I'm just saying that's an oxymoron.
Right, guys.
We had knee injuries.
Hold
We've
on.
had knee
Guys are
injuries
more
forever.
guys are more athletic now.
Let me ask you a question. It's to almost settle this. Can Zion Williamson be more better back then than now?
He's a generational type player. So yeah, with his physicality,
how can you say that? How can you say that?
No, I'm with Reggie.
How can you say that?
Reggie's going to say.
I can say it
because I like the 80s and the 90s. That's the only reason I'm saying this. I like the 80s and the 90s, and I can imagine what they would do with him inside in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. He would be a bowling ball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he'd be like Moses Malone. He would be like Moses. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I mean, I say that, but you could easily make the argument that he's more effective now because he's a unicorn in this league now. How many guys have the physicality he has in this league now? Maybe one or two.
Right. Also, some of the guys couldn't play now.
True.
Of course.
And
of course.
See, we're looking at how the refs allow guys to be physical and how they don't let them be physical.
Right.
Now. I can't see Bob Lanier chasing Rudy Gobert. I can't.
Oh yeah,
I can't see him chasing him.
Right. Nah.
He wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
But can you see them? Can you see them checking Bob Lanier down low?
No, but Wilt Chamberlain is one of those guys who could compete in this league because he was that guy. He was that physical then and that fast and that athletic. But we way off topic.
This, guys.
Yeah, we sure are. We way off topic.
Yeah.
Look, make your point there, sir, before I move on.
Just think about this before we go. With everything Mark said, and the injuries, and this and that, guys are playing less games, less minutes, and having the same injuries. I don't know, guys.
No,
I just think the NBA created this nonsense with the no hand checking, no physicality, load management days. They created one more.
I think it's more due to them concerned about lifting weights and doing all of this, and muscles should be loose, not tight. So if you lift weights, your muscles get tight. And they think guys should be in the gym, yes, but I think they should not concentrate on heavy weights.
They should be concentrating on cardio and stretching.
There you
That's
go.
what they need to be doing.
I agree with you.
And drinking more milk.
Right, and the load management sort of doesn't help because I don't know. It's just
bunch of wusses. That's what that is. Shit.
Thank you,
man. Listen
Thank you,
here.
Reggie.
They get you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off, but they get paid way too much money to play this game and to be sitting on the sideline, load management and hurt. And then my thing is, how you going to do load management on the road? Stop it. That's BS. These people paying good money to come see you. You getting paid good money to play, and nah.
All right, let me.
The Yankees just suck right now. It's Hal Steinbrenner. It's Hal. You got to start there and then work your way down.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Let me move on to the next topic. Still in the lane of the Major League Baseball. This piece of crap. The Los Angeles let's try it again. Los Angeles Dodgers players don't want Trevor Bauer back. This is a report. A majority of these players in that locker room do not want this guy back. And honestly, can you blame them? You cannot blame them. No, Chandler. No, you can't blame them.
Yes, you can. Sure you can.
You can and you can't. You can and you can't. I mean, listen, he is not a likable dude.
Exactly.
Not a likable dude.
That's even outside of what he's accused. And that's even outside. Well, wait, that's even outside of what he's being accused of.
I agree.
He's not
I agree.
You understand? Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But he can help your team win because there's other dudes that are not likable that they don't have a problem playing with. That's the hypocrisy of it to me. Like Josh Donaldson is a grade A-hole. Okay. This dude's a jerk and a half, right? But because he's not a pitcher, he could be a jerk and a half, and everybody got a problem. The biggest issue with Trevor Bauer is he's a pitcher being unlikable. They already don't like pitchers. Now you're an unlikable pitcher, kind of like Randy Johnson. Nobody liked Randy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why they don't want him back, though. And then when you add in, again, listen, we know that there's stuff going on with him, whether it's to the level of the accusations or not.
Right.
This dude is he's just a different type of dude, and he's not a good dude in many ways. So it doesn't shock me that they don't want him back.
All right. Now, maybe I'm naive, Fuzz. What did this dude allegedly do?
Okay, Reggie.
I don't know.
He got with a chick, right? And the young lady, they texting, and in the text messages, she's saying she want to do this, that, and the third, and rough sex, wild sex.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm gonna do that to you. I want you to do that, that, and the third. So they went out, they did the do, and he went too far. But she went back a second time, and he went too far again. And you see the pictures of her. And I know people are saying, well, why did she go back and yada, yada, yada. I would wash my hands of him if I was the owner.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just bad business.
Yeah, he's constantly criticizing everything.
Am I as naive as Reggie? I'm just one of those naive guys that believe in innocent until proven guilty. And again, Mark spelled out this case pretty well. So there was some bizarre ish going on from the get-go. And I don't want to get into the, well, if a wife is in a domestic violence and she stays because of that, don't apply here.
That don't sound like domestic violence to me. You're right. Go ahead.
Right. Or you Me Too is out there. This don't apply.
Something happened and he went too far.
But again,
she didn't go too far.
But it's more than that, Reg.
Well, Reggie, he didn't get
Where do we draw the line in too far when she was asking for far?
Right, but it's actually more than this situation.
Naive, but
okay. Go ahead, Chandler.
It's more than this situation. He already had a reputation with attacking women and stuff online. So they called him a bully. That third. Now, I'll just give you my quick 2-cent opinion on that. If you come at me on Twitter, I get to come back at you. I don't care what your gender is. Okay.
Gotcha.
So if you say something, but because whenever he went back at somebody, it was usually a woman. They accused him of being a bully and sex. So he already came in with a reputation. All right. For that and how he dealt with women. So he already had that reputation. Okay.
All right.
Now add in the fact that most of the players in baseball don't like him because he actually talks about how stupid some things are. He criticized the commissioner. He criticized the player association. And God forbid you criticize player association and Tony Clark and them. They made a bad deal with this luxury tax nonsense and all of that. So he basically walked in there with like 5 strikes against him. Okay. So at this, you know what I'm saying? When everybody don't like you for a certain reason, okay, you know what I'm saying? And now you add this on there.
Right. Okay.
I don't think Trevor Bauer is ever going to play baseball again.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. I'm just going to throw this in. So, girl wanted a bad boy. She got the bad boy that she was looking for and got probably a little bit more than what she was asking for.
Yes.
And then went back again to get some more of what she got. And my thing is this. If he's living his best life by doing that, you understand what? And this might be off the wall. You understand? But it's not like she didn't go looking for it or asking for it. You understand what I'm saying? You understand?
Reggie,
no, there's no buts.
Wait,
here.
no. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I
forget. I think it's David Carradine, the actor. He was into being choked out to fix.
Yes.
He liked to be.
Then he died.
Yeah, she got choked out forever.
Okay. Right.
So there's going too far.
We've been going too far.
He
But
got
Is she
Mark,
bad?
again, I'm not a
he
lawyer.
listen, like I said, David Carradine liked to be choked out.
So wait a
Right,
minute.
he got choked out.
He got choked all the way out. I get
He
it.
got choked out
But
forever. So Reggie,
there,
there's going too far. Did you see the pictures of the young lady?
no, I didn't
But
see the
Mac,
pictures of the young lady.
He went too far.
I seen him.
but Mac,
But Mark,
But she
again,
asked
to
for it
Reggie's
though.
point,
and that's the
we
thing.
didn't,
but to
we didn't see the
Reggie's
text
to
messages, so I don't know
it
how
don't
far.
it don't sound it don't sound nice for what I guess me and Reggie you're trying to say. But again, if you was getting your lights knocked out and you went back again, and this isn't me and you talking. This is what the text messages that have been released have said.
Yes.
So
I didn't see the text messages. So did you guys see them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
What did they say?
Text messages
She
out there.
said she wanted to be choked
They're
out.
out
She
there,
said she
Mark.
wanted him. She basically said she wanted him to beat the crap out of her while they were having sex.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandler. Like whoop my
did she
ass.
say punch me in the, did she say black my eyes and punch?
She said, I want you to slap me. She said, I want you to slap me, punch me, and choke me.
Yo. So she got what she asked for. So the man didn't disappoint, and we cashed.
You didn't say that.
We're ostracizing the man for performing well.
Well, the problem, like I said, Reggie, the problem is he already the reason the Dodgers, the reason he's with the Dodgers is nobody else will sign him. Okay. It's not because the Dodgers outbid anybody. Nobody else would sign him. Okay. And that's why he only got a 1-year deal. This deal basically, whether he knew it or not, this year was going to be his last shot at getting big money and getting a long-term deal. So, and again, that's because of past baggage that he brought along with him. It's one of those things where you don't screw up so many times, and the one time you're not wrong, it doesn't damn matter.
Right.
Got you. Okay. I can see that.
But the back and forth on Twitter, again, even if you're a female, no knock against any females listening, but if you're gonna come out at somebody the way you want to, and then when they come back at you, now all of a sudden we're playing the bully role. Really?
Yeah.
Come on. See, people ain't used to that. They're into this soft shit where I can say what I want, but if you come back this way, oh boy, no, that's fly.
That's like me telling Mark, okay, yeah, slap me, I dare you. He goes ahead and slap me. Then I turn around and call the police for assault.
Yeah, you asked for the damn slap.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much what's going on in the social media world.
It's weird.
Let me ask you this: I didn't read too much into the case, but did she? Is she trying to get him arrested? Is she trying to get him civilly? What's the deal?
Probably civilly, trying to get paid.
I believe no. She went to the cops too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What it sounds like is, let's say she asked for all of that. Oh no, I'm just saying. I'm saying from her perspective. From it sounds to me like everything was asked for was given. I'm thinking maybe a safe word got bypassed. She wanted she wanted an apology. He said, "Screw you! I gave you what you asked for." And then it became a thing of, oh, really? Okay, well, I got these pictures. I look like this. They're gonna believe me, not you, because of your reputation, your past history, and that's where we at. You understand what I'm saying?
But don't forget, after that,
is this Karen?
He's just stupid.
Is this Karen? I'm just asking.
Chandler just said,
yeah,
she went to the authorities and she produced this and she produced that. Then he produced those text messages. So now that's why. Think about this, guys. If it was totally her way or the highway, his ass would have been arrested by now. But he hasn't.
And that's why he has it.
He came back
that's why he has
that.
it.
Right. He came back with all of these text messages laying out what she wanted, as Reggie would say. And all of a sudden, now trust, we're all pretty grown individuals. This will go from the cops and the lawyers disappear, and we'll be talking about some kind of civil suit.
Listen,
and if he was smart, he wouldn't even go for that.
Right. Me and R used to work together. R still works there.
Yes, I do.
And there's been some some people who've done some things and have cases.
Right.
Dudes into S&M and their S&M situation
got out of control.
It got way out of control. The chick got kidnapped. The dudes fighting over her pictures.
Wow.
And trust me, I wasn't involved in this. Thank you. This is a record straight. Not involved in that.
One dude kills the other dude over the S&M Dom, and then I used to see the guy every day. Hey, how you doing?
What?
You getting fired, homie. You getting fired. You in the Daily News, the Post, and the Times. For S&M, goodbye.
Yeah.
Did he get fired?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Crazy.
So basically, he's in trouble for not disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo. I mean, listen, Addison Russell played for the Cubs. Tremendous short. I mean, this kid is Hall of Fame talent. He was so good. The Cubs were going to move Javier Baez to second base so he could play shortstop. That's how good he was. I'm talking about hitting, fielding, the whole nine.
Right.
He had a domestic violence situation. Addison Russell was playing in Korea. No one ever re-signed him. Now keep in mind that there were no charges. Right? I mean, the cops got involved, but no charges were ever pressed. But whatever he did, he went from being one of the top young players in baseball to being banished. So trust me when I say this. Trevor Bauer, bruh, I hope you enjoyed your baseball career.
Wow.
Save some money. Because he might be the jail charge. Next year. But, are you still there? I guess R isn't there. Let's move on.
Wow.
USA men's basketball team loses to France 83-76. Rumors are swirling that the USA players are not liking head coach Gregg Popovich's offense.
They've been listening to Dom.
I knew that was coming. It's no shade to my brother Chandler, who I love with all my heart. It's just funny, Chandler, that I brought that up facetiously a couple of days ago, and then all of a sudden I pick up the paper today, and guess what? Sirius XM called me this morning. They text me. I said, "Hey man, you want to chime in on this?" I said, "Sure." I called up. I said, "You know what? I'm a God-fearing American. I love my country. I'm hoping some of this is false, because the next thing we're going to hear is players on the U.S. want to be traded to damn Spain. Because this is the shit we have now in the NBA. I can't get my way. Trade me. I want to go play for Spain now. Really? Stop.
Nice.
This is a cluster.
I think
it was a joke. It was a joke.
I know it was a joke. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm. You have one of them on your team. I don't want to play in Houston. I want to play in Brooklyn. Wah. He's in Brooklyn. Come on. It's funny, though. I just knew Chandler would throw stones at me because I hate Popovich. But we were just talking about this a couple of days ago. And just for me to wire you all up. Yeah, then
I was dying when I saw this, Dom.
Chandler got into I hate Popovich. And then I picked up the paper this morning. And I'm like, oh, shit, I hope Chandler didn't read this.
What did Pop ever do to anybody?
Man, listen.
He's a clown.
He didn't cut his grass. He lived next door to Don for like 3 years. He wouldn't cut his grass. He didn't put his trash out on time. Well,
let's talk about his first transgression, tanking.
Tanking. Okay, that was the organization, bro. That's just not just one person doing that.
He's the president of the.
He was the president back then.
Oh my God.
So he tanked to get Tim Duncan. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That's the first
David Robinson.
That's not to say he was going to get the number one pick.
Well, they did, didn't they?
It just worked out that way, but it wasn't guaranteed.
Okay. here's the thing for me. This was the first game, so I'm joking with y'all about it, but I don't read too much into it.
Okay.
And yes, I think his running his offense, the motion offense with 90,000 passes before you take a shot. These guys haven't played together,
That's
never.
the problem.
They
right.
Guys like Dom said, Drew Holiday he had to go to his parade. He had to get on a plane. He didn't practice with him. He played him like 20-something minutes.
And had the best game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Leading scorer, 18 points, right?
You don't need to run an intricate offense with guys who don't know each other. It should be more simplified, and also the team. I don't think it's really built for international play.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
definitely, it's not. Really isn't.
But their mentality ain't either, guys. Because again, you look at some of the players that are on this team. Quite a few of them are them ISO players. Go to the basket, throw your arms in the air. Yeah, go to the basket, throw your arms in the air, flop, and you get a foul. Like, they ain't playing that shit in international play. They're letting you body somebody.
You know what?
That whining stuff and getting fouls ain't working.
No, another thing
play
too,
ball, guys.
And speaking of play ball, another thing, Dom and guys, is the ball itself. I don't know if you know the ball. It's a different feel than the NBA.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
You understand? So that's a big time factor. You know what I mean?
Yes. The referees are different. Listen, this team was poorly constructed by Grant Hill. You got guys in the starting seven in the top seven who should be bottom three. Okay, as far as when they come off the bench. All right. You have a bunch of ISO players. You got guys who are tired. You got guys who don't want to run. They just want to get the ball and do the. Listen, international basketball is different. It is not the same. All right. People keep talking about, European players are finesse. Okay. You keep saying it when you go into the basket, somebody's sticking an elbow in your ribs. Yo, he fouled me. The ref's like, what are you talking about? That's not a foul. It's international ball. Shut up. You can touch the ball on the rim. It's a different style of ball.
Definitely.
If these guys had at least maybe a year with the FIBA qualifying and all this stuff to play together, even if they rotate now, it'd be different. This is not. Listen, they ain't got the time together. They ain't played together. I don't honestly believe that asking somebody to make the extra pass is some intricate offense. Okay. But
San Antonio, but Chandler, you've seen the videos. They pass the ball. They be turning down open shots. They pass the ball 90,000 times before they take a shot.
True. That is true. And the mid-range game is big in the international ball, and we got a bunch of guys who like to shoot from 35 feet.
Right. And
but all that being said, guys, the ball was the same the last Olympics. We were
last Olympics, but come on, man. But we got different players, my dude. Stop that. Come on now.
I'm saying,
come on, bro.
Let me finish. All the excuses we're coming up with goes over my head.
Exactly. But go ahead.
Whatever they're coming up with now, all of the yipping and yapping, but we'll still say that we have the best basketball players in the world. Which takes me back to, then, you know what? Again, you're right, Mark. But again, that takes me back to, me, Art, Chandler, Reggie, we just got together a week ago. We are the most talented players in the world. Let's just go out and play ball. I think we could throw the X's and O's out the window. There comes a time
if we don't play together.
Right, and we don't have our best players. We got a few of our best
basketball, guys.
Exactly.
It's basketball. Okay. These guys ain't playing together.
Calvin Johnson does not belong in
Hold on.
Calvin Johnson does not belong
that hasn't played basketball. Still playing.
Okay, but go ahead, Reggie. Let me hear what you got to say.
Okay. All right. So these are professional guys, right?
Right.
We've been playing ball. They've been playing ball at least from knee high till now. Been playing ball.
Okay.
The game hasn't changed. Okay. If the man is open, you hit the open man. You understand? I understand ISO this, ISO that, X and O's and all of that. At the end of the day, all five of us can go out there and win the game if we know how to play ball.
Okay, Reggie, while that's all well and good, you're forgetting one large factor in that.
What's that?
You got to coach. You got to coach.
Right.
You got to coach. That's dictating plays. You got to coach.
Well, that's an ego.
What's
that an ego? If you give me five individuals, if you give me five individuals and you give me five guys playing as a team, the five guys playing a team gonna beat the five individuals. I don't give a damn how talented they are, because if they're not playing together, they're going to lose.
True that. That's a true fact. That's a true fact. You understand? Besides the ego, I have thought the coach.
Which leads to this. Which leads to this question, guys. You look at the international play, whether it's basketball, soccer, whatever. Their coaches are designed to do just that. They ain't coming from the NBA to coach the international team every 4 years. This is their gig. So when we keep saying that the international players have gotten better, so has some of their mentality that we haven't picked up on yet. We're flip-flopping these coaches. We're bringing a pro coach in who has his own mindset on how he coaches. Now we're mixing apples and oranges. Now we're really, and I'm not saying they're going to lose, guys. Don't take this the wrong way. But again, now we're mixing apples and oranges. Why can't, this is just a thought, guys. Why can't you take a guy that's not coaching? Let's just say a Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff, this is your job. We have enough money in this country to pay you handsomely for all these years that you're preparing us to go to FIBA, international games, Olympic games, whatever. But there's no more apples and oranges, because the system you're designing for this is going to be the system we run. I'm just using Van Gundy as a name, Mark. It could be any coach that's not a coach in the NBA or college.
I actually like that, though. I actually like that.
Right. Here's the thing, though, fellas.
They're doing it internationally, guys, in baseball, soccer, basketball.
Right.
Okay.
That's their coaches. Johnson, hold on. Keldon Johnson should not be on the Olympic team.
Right.
Jerami Grant should not be on the Olympic team.
No, well, we can go down player by player.
JaVale McGee should not be on the Olympic team. Kevin Love should have been on the Olympics. They're not the best.
What?
They're not the best.
Exactly.
But we're the best. Everything you're saying, Mark. Everything you're saying, Mark. This guy shouldn't be on the team. That guy shouldn't be on the team. This guy. Fournier shouldn't be scoring 30 points against our team.
Okay.
We can't have our two best players shooting for 7 for 21.
Well, he scored that on
everything
Keldon
we
Johnson.
want about who shouldn't be. I don't care who he scored it on the USA. This guy didn't guard him the whole game. And this guy didn't miss a foul shot. He didn't give up a 7-point lead by himself. He didn't shoot 7 for 21. Okay? Again, we're talking about the guys that you're saying should be on this team. They're the ones that did that.
Hold on, and let me finish on the construction of the team. We're small. Kevin Durant is not a power forward. Draymond Green is a small power forward. JaVale McGee is a center. Bam Adebayo isn't a real center. He should be playing a 4. We got a small team. They got, as I watched the game, they started to get killed on the boards because
not surprising. Well, not surprisingly, we got
guys who don't play defense. All they know how to do is score. So you get what you get.
So my point is, who put this team together?
Grant Hill.
Oh, you fading in and out.
Chandler said Grant Hill put it together.
But Dom was talking and he faded out.
Still saying.
We didn't hear a word you said.
Word.
Still can't hear a word you say.
Nah, negative. You know what I mean? But again, man, like I said, me personally, I could care less. I'm not really a person to watch the Olympics like that, especially lately, to be honestly. But I did find it interesting that they did lose. I was like, oh wow, okay. I was like, wow, what happened? But then again, when I say that, I look at the roster and I'm like, well, okay, I can see that. Plus the improvement. Let's be real.
Improvement.
Whoa. Let me finish my wording here. Thank you very much, sir. When I say improvement, I wasn't talking about the NBA. I was talking about like international ball.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to stop you.
Why?
I'm going to stop you.
Okay, shut up.
It's not improvement. Okay, because
come on, stop.
No, hold on. It's not improvement. Mm-hmm. And this is what hear me out on this.
Okay,
you have these teams playing together for a long stretch. Mm-hmm. You understand? These international teams, they play together year round.
Okay.
You understand? You got guys that play against each other, trying to have camaraderie and playing together on the same team. Mm-hmm. These guys practice year round. When they're not playing, no. Hold on.
Hear them out. Hold on.
In their off season, mm-hmm. they go back to their countries and they're playing together. So they have that familiarity with each other. They have that one coach of that team, and they do. And when they're in that off season, that's what they're doing.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead, man. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got our guys. We have a pool of 20 to 28 players.
Like 30, I think.
Something like that.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Instead of them doing a traditional off season, where they go wherever they go and they go with their teammates or whatever, they go with their organization, they should play and practice and train together, right? Wouldn't that make the cohesiveness better?
It would. Go ahead.
And not, and have their representative from their team there to watch them so that they don't get hurt or whatever. And they should train it. Those 30 guys should train together for a portion of the off season, right?
In theory. Go ahead.
No, that's my point.
I agree with you.
Hold on. What just Mac just said. So that doesn't dictate improvement? I'm kind of stuck with that.
You mean for the other countries?
Yes.
Well, yeah. If
so, it's improvement.
If us four all train together plus Dom, and we train together, mm-hmm. we would probably be cohesive.
This is why I had a issue with you, Reggie. You're my boy and everything. No, I did because I'm like,
without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, no, it's not improvement, but yes, it is improvement.
Improvement from what is what I'm saying. Okay, with these, we're not going up against the Jordans of the world, the Magic Johnson of the world, the Larry Birds of the world.
Okay,
in their country they are.
In their country, but we're talking about the U.S. Okay, now when he said improvement, I'm saying I'm believing he's setting the bar as far as what Americans is doing. Was that what you trying to compare to as far as improvement?
I wasn't. I was saying on an overall thing, on an overall basis, that they are improving their game.
Well, you're right. France is a better team than the France, where Frederic Weiss had, half amazing jump over him.
Exactly.
He ain't never come back to America again and ain't want no parts of basketball after that.
Well, apparently France is better than America is right now. We just saw that.
Right.
But go ahead.
As a team.
And then basketball,
as the team.
In international basketball, besides the US, Spain, Argentina, they're all really good teams.
But they've always been a problem. This is not a cakewalk. I mean, like you said, against the quote unquote best. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Well,
nobody was beating Dream Team 1. Hell, nobody was probably even going to beat Dream Team 2.
They got the 12 best players.
They got the 12 best. Exactly.
Right.
This roster ain't
don't get me wrong.
You can't say that right now with the roster that's representing the United States of America.
Right, there. And part of the 12 best players in the NBA at least 3 of them are foreign-born players, so they wouldn't even be playing for Team USA.
Exactly.
That's the thing is, if you look at the NBA now, your top 20, there are at least 5 to 7 international players in that top 20.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
So now those international players are going back and they're helping raise the level of their country's play, because they have now an NBA superstar, right?
Yes, sir.
Who is now saying, this is what you got to do to get to this level. So now that national team, their nutrition is getting better. They're practicing differently. They're doing all these things because they're taking all the lessons they've learned in the NBA and they're taking it back to their country.
For sure.
So how can we not expect these international teams to start giving us you giving them more? Listen, I'm giving you the secrets, right?
Right.
If you can't beat me, if I give you all the secrets and I'm the teacher, at some point you better beat me.
Right.
There you go. Love it. Let's do a little moving on, shall we? Let's go to the next topic again in the lane of the NBA. Well, the Golden State Warriors trade their picks, Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman. Now, there's 2 names that have come up in recently, and that being one, Damian Lillard, and also, which I think is quite doable, is Bradley Beal.
Oh, good God!
Now, why do you say "good God"?
Because listen, if they trade Wiseman and picks for Bradley Beal, that entire front office needs to be fired. Not only, I mean, fired into the sun. Okay, fired into the sun.
Wow, bro, really?
Yes. Listen, you want sustainability. Look at the moves that franchises made over the years. When have they truly made a short-sighted decision? James Wiseman is going to be
a beast.
I'm going to say he's going to be an all-star in this league.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You have Curry and Thompson. Thompson coming with like 17 injuries in 6 minutes. Curry's getting older. All right. Draymond Green is turning into the ghost of Draymond Green in front of our eyes. All right. But you want to stay on top. So you need to replenish, right? You have some talent on that roster. You have good young talent that can be built into something, and then you can add like you did the last time. So you already have the formula. You don't short circuit that by going to get a guy in Bradley Beal that, in my opinion, is not a winning player. Bradley Beal ain't a winning player. All right. And that's the thing. If you had told me somebody else besides him, I'd say I'd entertain it. Bradley Beal's not a winning player. And all you had to do was watch him in the playoffs. All you had to do was watch him in games where they needed him to be a star, and he's fumbling away the ball. He's shooting air balls. He ain't getting back on defense. Bradley Beal's not a winning player. Yeah, he can score 30 points a game, but when I need him to make a simple pass, he's driving into lane against 4 people and turning the ball over. All right, and then looking at the referee like, why you ain't call a foul while they running down the score?
Right. Okay. Way to break it down. Okay, I feel you. What about Damian Lillard, man?
Same player.
Did you do that one?
I'd entertain it, but yeah, like I said, pretty much the same guy. I mean, I'm not mortgaging my future for a 32-year-old Dame. So now we got Curry, Thompson, and Dame, right? We just gave away our big man. We gave away a long athletic player, and I gave away picks. So if this don't work out and I'm in a lottery, I ain't got no picks.
Nothing.
Okay. Understood. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. You know, I just think that, and maybe this was short-sighted of me. I was just thinking like Bradley Beal along, because I think that he would more likely provide, not just being on the court, but just provide insurance in case Clay is delayed from his comeback. You understand? So having him and Curry, in the backcourt is like, okay, that's another splash brother, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
But you got Wiggins. You got.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Bench,
I've never really been, honestly, Chandler, and I've never really been impressed by Wiggins. I'm just not.
But if you look at the improvement in his game this past season, and this is why Kenny Atkinson was brought in. So everybody keeps saying, well, maybe Steve Kerr's going to walk away. Kenny Atkinson was brought in to get these young players up to speed And because listen, Steve Kerr is not a guy that coaches young players. Okay, he don't make young players better. If you think about the team, Mark Jackson took the young guys, got them to a level, and then Steve Kerr took it from there. Right.
Right. Yes,
but
sir.
Steve Kerr was a coach before. I don't remember not one young player under Steve Kerr getting better. Okay, that's why he stopped coaching and went to the front office. So you bring in Kenny Atkinson.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, hey man, you bring in Kenny Atkinson. You let him get the Wisemans and the Teoscar, the dude I'm talking about, the kid from Mexico, the Jordan Pools. You let him get them kids up to speed, right? Including Andrew Wiggins. You let him help Wiggins get a little better. And now I can go out and get somebody where I don't have to mortgage the future. I mean, because there's going to be, because honestly, the guy, but the money won't work. The guy, if I'm them, I'm trade for I bring D'Angelo Russell back if I could make the money work.
Right. I like that.
Well, if I were them, I wouldn't go after Dame Lillard because you got Steph Curry and they both need the ball. So that's oil and water right there. Neither one of them is.
I don't know about that.
Come on with it, Reg.
Neither one is a pass first point guard. They both need the ball in their hands.
It worked with Durant.
Different player. You talking about?
How do you figure?
Durant's a different player.
But you said they both need the ball in their hand. You just finished saying that.
Right.
So
does Dame play off the ball?
Yes, he has.
He doesn't, bro.
You said, does he? I said, yes, he has. I'm not saying that's his strong suit, but he has played off the ball.
It wouldn't work. And they both aren't good defenders. They both 6'3". You really think that will work?
Right.
Well, if it's not working with McCollum, it ain't gonna work in Golden State.
Right. Well, McCollum defers to Dame.
What about Buddy Hield? See, I keep coming back to Buddy Hield.
Keep coming back to that.
He's the answer to so many teams' problems at the shooting guard position. He's the answer to so many teams' problems, man.
Right. So I find it hilarious that you keep coming back to that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Buddy Hield, man.
Right. Wiggins can go, and one of their picks. If I was Golden State, I would keep one of the draft. I would keep one of the picks.
I don't think you get rid of Wiseman at all.
Yeah, and you definitely he wouldn't even be in the discussion for me.
So what? Okay, let me see. Let me throw something out there. So Washington wouldn't take Wiggins and 2 picks
for Bradley Beal?
Yeah,
probably. Well, Bradley Beal has said he's going on record saying he doesn't want to leave Washington.
Okay.
But no, they wouldn't. Because and you know what? If I'm Washington, you got to give me Wiseman if you want Beal. Because now I have Westbrook and I got a big man. I can play inside out. I can do pick and rolls, this, that, and the other. You give me Wiggins, I'm right back to where I was with Bradley Beal. Only this guy's a worse shooter.
He's a worse player.
Defender.
True,
He's a better defender. Okay, but he's a worse shooter.
Right.
So now we rely on Russell Westbrook to score all the time. Do we really want to do that if I'm Washington?
The walk-in triple-double?
Yeah, he get a triple-double, but we lost.
Absolutely.
That's funny. That's hilarious. You're right. I feel you on that.
Wiseman is a no-go for me. I don't even know why people. I don't even know why this story came up.
Right.
People don't like Wiseman for some reason. They either don't like Wiseman or they want Golden State to be stupid. Because they keep criticizing this kid, and he basically played 3 games in college. He played 3 games, and then that whole nonsense about the NCAA and extra benefit, right? And then there was not. Then he didn't get to play because he got hurt and all that. You know what I'm saying? So he basically played 3 games in 2 years when he got to the NBA. So yes, he was rusty. Yes, he had a lot to learn. But dude, all you had to do was look at his footwork without even knowing how to use his feet. Damn near immaculate.
But let me ask y'all this, fellas. So Kelly Oubre is gone from Golden State because his contract is up.
Like I said, bye.
Right. And I see his name floating around in rumors, specifically the Knicks.
No.
Knicks fans.
Absolutely not. No.
We don't need to overpay for Kelly Oubre. I like him as a player, but he is what he is. And he's
I'm not even that fond of him as a player like that.
I'm not either.
I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sold on that, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Chandler? Especially with the Knicks, I'm like, nah, dude. That's a negative for me.
At this point, like we criticize the Ben Simmons of the world and guys like that. How come your shooting hasn't gotten better?
Right.
Kelly Oubre. I'm sorry. Kelly Oubre. Dude, you've been in the league like at least 6 years. Why you still can't hit a jump shot, bro?
Thank you. There you go. No, Mac, stop. Now you stop. Now you sounding like his freaking lawyer, okay, or his agent. Stop that nonsense. Nobody's trying to kill that noise. Nobody's trying to hear that. You understand?
No, my thing
you
is,
said he can hit the jumper, but not on a consistent basis.
I'm about to bring up his stats.
Oh shit!
See, mad about to litigate for him. He about to litigate for him.
No, well, like I said, y'all didn't let me finish. He can hit a shot. But he jacks too many.
So in other words,
he's a volume shooter.
To make a long story short,
he's a volume misser because
that's what I'm saying, bro.
But you got to shoot the miss,
right? Because and like Chandler said, he's been in the league since he was 20. He's 25. He's been in the league about 6-7 years.
Right.
He shoots 32% from the 3 line.
Ooh.
For his career.
And you're a small forward. And you're a small forward. Right. And you super athletic. If you just add a relatively consistent jump shot, right?
Or not jack as many as you do. Like I watched Golden State games this year.
Okay.
And it was one specific play. They were on a break, right? He got the ball instead of him moving the ball to Steph Curry. He pulled up at the 3 line and he missed. Curry either would have drove to the basket or he had a 3 himself.
For sure.
And I'm sitting there going, I would have pulled you out the game for that foolishness. And then I watched more games with him. Same thing. He get the ball in his hands and he takes too many contested 3s. But
this is my problem with him. He is not that dude. Period. You up here saying, "Oh, he hits on once in a while." I'm not trying to hear that.
But he was on Phoenix the year before last during the bubble season.
Right.
That was his best year in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Williams. But that's what I'm saying.
Nothing counts in the bubble.
Exactly.
Nothing counts in the bubble.
And not only that, Chandler,
for that season.
This is 2021. This is a new season, and we get ready to go 2022. So all that bubble revisionist history, I can kill it. For whatever
reason, Monty got the best out of him, and he listened to him, and his play was more efficient, which got him to Golden State.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But it didn't work out in Golden State.
But here's the thing: you would keep Andrew Wiggins over Kelly Oubre.
Yes. And that's sad to say, but yes.
You're right. And Chandler just said what I was about to say. That's what's so funny. Because it's very sad to say that. Yeah, but I would agree.
How about
Wiggins is a knucklehead on the court.
Yes.
Right. We're not going to deny that.
You're right.
We're not going to deny that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I tried to do you and be a lawyer and a politician.
Nah, it ain't work. It ain't work. No, on that one, it didn't come off well at all. Nah, that's a negative. As soon as you said Kelly Oubre and trying to be positive, it was a wrap. You already know. So no, even I wasn't gonna be crazy to do that. Nah, not me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the damn politician. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
No way. Let's move on to the lane of the NFL. Oh boy, you know what? Max's 11. I listened to Yeah, I got to get you guys back too. I just forgot about that too.
What you talking about, bro?
I got to get you back for the last show.
What you talking about, Uncle Tay?
Yo, these guys, Max 611, the Bishop, and that bastard Chandler was on.
Dang.
These guys, dog. Who left? Oh, Max 611 actually left.
He's back.
He got nervous for a second. I know you got nervous, brother. It's okay. No, but these they were just going in on me. Oh, the show flows so much nicer without awe. And did you see the picture that he took and the shine on his head and blah blah blah? Yo, I was like, I said, I bet you they thought that I was gonna be listening to that whole show. That's what they thought I was gonna get away from with some shit. And I was like, I'm at my job listening to this. I'm like, I said, these motherfuckers. I said, wait till I get in contact with these no good, low down bastards that they.
That's why I ignored that tag on Facebook.
I see.
Oh no, seriously, I had stuff going on.
Yeah, no, you ignore that shit on purpose because you knew.
No, over the
no,
week.
Just admit it. You knew.
This past week I had a lot going on. Bro.
Yeah, bullshit. You knew the fire was coming.
What? You still mad?
Hell, fucking yeah. You probably got
some.
You probably gained a little muscle for how many times you kept, trying to turn your fucking light on and shit. Think I don't make notes of this shit, you bastard, huh?
Good one.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Every 5 minutes, I'm looking at him like, why do they keep reaching for that damn knob and shit? I'm like, God, just let it, leave it alone, man. Let's go to a brighter room or some shit. I'm like, God damn, this shit is dying or whatnot every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at this shit.
I'm gonna fight you.
And Chandler,
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I ain't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit. You said something, and I was like, this motherfucker here. I said, I'm gonna get his ass.
I got TBI. If I don't remember saying it, it didn't happen.
I was like, this. I said, man, wait till I see these guys. I said, I'm gonna get these guys back. And of course, you see, what's his name ain't show up tonight. The Bishop. Yeah, because I was gonna roast his ass. I said, Mr. repeating himself a fucking 1,000 times. You ever notice that shit? He repeats himself. You ever notice that?
I never noticed, but I don't listen half the time when he talks. So.
Wow. He has an obsession with Giannis.
He does. He got
an obsession with a couple of players, man.
Yeah, for sure. But I noticed that. I said he keeps repeating himself. And I'm like, well, why does he do that shit? And I was gonna get his ass on that tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
bring up the NFL. Be talking about the Jets. I don't know. You be talking about the Jets. And be like, yeah, and Giannis, he just broke the play again. Like, dude, we was talking football. What the hell that come from?
Well, with that being said, let me go into this AFC East training camps because Max 611 says, it's getting close, so he wants to start doing more football takes, and I appreciate.
We did that last week,
right?
Inadvertently, we wound up talking about the NFC East.
Exactly, dude. Like, I gotta tell you, my team is Buffalo. You already know that. I'm not Buffalo. Yeah. Josh Allen. I'm just hoping that he can continue to go down that path that he went down last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that he can. And they're a very good team. They're a very good team. I think, as a matter of fact, they're the team to beat in the AFC East.
They are.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they need to address the running game? Their running backs are okay. They were okay during the season. But their passing game, I knew once they got Stephon Diggs, that they would be really, really good.
Well, Matt, you say that the running backs are good, and they need. You know what? I'm believe it or not, I'm pretty comfortable with the running backs that they have. Believe it or not,
Devin Singletary.
Yeah,
I like him.
Zach Moss. He had an injury towards the end of the year, and they picked up Matt Breida from Miami.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very comfortable with the depth of the running backs. Saying honestly, I really am. I don't think they need to. I don't think they need to upgrade to maybe either an elite or close to an elite running back. I'm fine with what they have. To be perfectly honest, because I like the guys that they have. You understand? I don't think it hurts them. You
Right. They also picked up Emmanuel Sanders at wide receiver, and they said they had issues within the inside of their offensive line, meaning between the center and the guards.
Right.
So they sort of addressed that during the off season, and their defense is solid.
Definitely solid. There's
like you said, they're the team to beat. I just hope the running game improves a little bit more.
And just like I said to you before, I don't really think they need to improve it whatsoever. I mean, I truly believe they'll only get better. I don't think they get worse. And if they do get better, improve, all the more better for Buffalo.
Right. What's
what I'm saying? Their
Allen's fourth year?
I think it might be I was about to say the fifth.
No,
okay, thanks.
Been coming up on the 5th-year extension, so it should be a 4th year.
Okay, thank you.
He's the best quarterback in the AFC East.
Wow.
They're the best constructed
Hands
team.
Down. Definitely.
Are they an upper echelon team, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to put them up there because there's not a team that you can name that you wouldn't give them a 50-50 shot to beat. And that's what I call being an upper echelon, is that no matter who you're playing, you're like, yeah, they could beat them. Now they may not beat them, but there's not a team in the league where you're gonna be on the field Buffalo, and you don't believe that Buffalo can beat them, whether they do or not. That's got nothing to do with it. But there's not a team they can't beat.
Right. Well said, brother.
Still got my man Cole Beasley.
Yeah, he got to go. He's got to go, and not because of the vaccine thing. Y'all know how I feel about that. Listen, it's your body. You do what you want.
Right.
But your employer's mandating certain things. Okay. You don't want to comply with that. Okay, fine. You don't want to comply with it. That's on you. That's gonna affect your pocket, not mine.
Right.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Damn.
Okay, because what he's doing is now he's causing division within the locker room. Because now you got Emmanuel Sanders and it was somebody else. I forget the other wide receiver saying, "Well, I'm gonna do it. What's wrong with you? How you gonna potentially cause the team and did?"
See, this is what I was afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, it's gonna happen because, and here's the thing: employers can mandate what they want. All right, you don't have to comply. Just shut up about it.
Right.
Okay.
Like,
it's like we all work with them cats. You ain't supposed to be smoking weed. We know they smoke weed. Don't advertise it, bro. Now that you advertise, now they coming for you. Like, well, why you mess with me? Because you kept running your mouth.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of in this whole thing, to be honest. And this is like just in life in general, and fuck football and sports. This whole vaccinated versus unvaccinated thing. You understand? I'm not a fan of that. I just like, okay, here we go with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna cause, it's just gonna cause a lot of strife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With people and whatnot. I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw on Twitter some dude who has one of those nameless, faceless avatars because he's a piece of you know what.
Yeah, exactly.
Homie was getting at people saying, "Are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated?"
Right.
None of your business.
Right. None of your business. Exactly.
Also, because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't catch COVID. As
exactly.
We've seen, some people who have been vaccinated
for sure
caught it. Some people caught it twice.
Yes.
Right.
And then this moron said, "Why are you testing people?" I think there should be a lot of tests going on. Those who wish to put themselves out there to be tested, we
right.
This thing is strange. It mutates.
Right.
So yes, there should be lots of tests.
There should be, but you know what?
So
again,
control it.
It comes down for me, Mac, and gentlemen like Reggie and Chandler. For me, it comes down to personal choice. I gotta be honest with you. Like me personally, listen. Negative this whole time. You understand? Since day one. You understand? I do what works for me. You understand? I take my precautions. I wear my mask, wash my hands, turmeric, raw ginger, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna leave it up to me. You understand? If I choose not to, plus I have a little bit of high blood pressure. I don't know what the fuck that can do to my system. I don't know. So guess what? I've been good all this time with what I've been rocking with, and I'm gonna continue to rock with. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't need you to inject me to kill me. You'll possibly kill. I don't need that shit.
Right, but you're not out here being holier than thou and saying you need the vaccine.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing. If you get, that's what I'm saying. And I've told people at the job this. I said, yo, listen, you made that choice for yourself, and guess what? I respect it. I would never disrespect you on that. I would never try to browbeat you. Nah, I'm not doing that. You understand? Because I respect your fucking decision. That's just what it is. But respect mine as well.
Right. And that's the thing, is they've turned this into a thing that it didn't have to be turned into, because you got these people who they got to be right. Okay. If you don't want to do it, I can disagree with you. Guess what? I'm allowed to disagree with you. That don't mean I have to be right. Okay. We can just agree to disagree. And I can be like, I really wish you did it, but if you're not going to, okay, fine, at least be safe. Okay. But what's happening though is you got the people who don't want to do it, and even the people who have been vaccinated being unsafe. Okay. Like we said, 6 members of the Yankees last week, the week before last actually, got COVID. All 6 were vaccinated. Yankees had to cancel the game. Right. So the policy comes up that says if you forfeit a game, if you miss a game because of COVID, y'all forfeited, ain't nobody getting paid. And everybody then ran to, well, you going after unvaccinated people. No, that's everybody. If the vaccinated people out there being stupid, right, and they get COVID and the game gets canceled, they ain't getting paid either. But then you got the Cole Beasleys of the world who now want to be like, oh, you coming after me and I have a right to this and it's my God-given right. My man, listen, it's your God-given right to do whatever you want. It's also it's also a God-given right to suffer the consequences for doing what you want to do. All right.
For sure.
So at the end of the day, shut up, just go play ball and be safe, follow the mandates. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many dudes on both sides of this that are trying to tell somebody what they have to do with their body.
Right. I'm not a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay. Our brother Ronan Black just said in the chat room, Beasley and some of these players that anti-vaccine nonsense, yet they have no problems letting NFL teams injecting them with what's that? Tordol and other drugs that are highly addictive and can damage to their body. Tordor. Okay.
Yep.
That's true. This is true, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just
so how much are you making your body, Cole Beasley?
There's a rumor that Zach Ertz wants to go to Buffalo. I don't know if he's from Buffalo or anything like that. But that's the rumor I've been seeing, that he wants to wind up in Buffalo. Do y'all think that's possible? And Zach Ertz. Is that possible?
From Philly.
Would he be effective going to Buffalo? Will he make them better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz can catch the ball. Buffalo with them swirling winds. Now you can just dump it off to him. That's
exactly.
Sometimes Josh Allen got to run out there and take the chance on getting hurt. I mean, Josh Allen's a big dude, but listen, he can get it too. All right, when you get out there from the linebackers, we saw how Cam got beat up.
Exactly.
If that actually, and here's the other thing, Mac, he's a good blocker. That helps the running game. What you were talking about, that helps the running game too, man.
Right.
Bam.
And
there you go.
Right. And like you were saying, Chandler, I think Allen was the second leading rusher on the Bills yesterday, or the third leading rusher last year. You don't need him to do that. I think he had close to 500 yards rushing.
Right.
Like you said, less of that, because wear and tear. And
for sure.
That's what you got to run it back for.
Right. Yep. And linebackers and safeties be looking for the kill shot for the quarterback.
Yep.
Right. Well, again, and I go back to the running backs, man. I think, again, you don't need to do any improvement with them. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't believe that.
The line just needs to be better.
Right. Exactly. And I think they will be better. Yeah. And once they're better, you'll see those 2 running backs that you called, halfway decent. I think you'll see them become really much more productive. You understand? And keys for the offense.
Right.
Yeah, especially with them knowing that he's going to go to deep with Stephon Diggs, that opens up lanes for the running backs because I think last season they were playing more to stop the run and Allen than they were to pass. Now that you see where he's become a better
right.
You got to play this guy. You got to play it pretty much straight up. And so now I don't have 8, 9 coming downhill. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I got cats backpedaling.
Right. Diggs had over 100 catches last year. I had him in my fantasy league. God bless him.
Right.
I don't know if he'll do that this year because like we say, now the attention will be on you, and we know that you're his main guy.
For sure.
So.
You already know the deal. Now, as far as the other teams, like the New York Jets, woof.
Oh, God.
I'm still pissed off. Zach Wilson. I'm still pissed. Zach Wilson. I'm still pissed off. They chose the wrong guy. They chose the wrong guy with that pick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still pissed off. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out well at all. Now, Ronan Black says Bill should try to get Kareem Hunt, and Ertz would definitely help. Can run after the catch, which is all facts. It's all facts.
Is Cleveland going to give up?
It's facts.
Chubb gets dinged up, so I like them to keep both running backs.
Right.
Is Kareem Hunt really a number one running back?
I don't know if he's a number one running back, to be honest.
Or is he suited to what he's been doing in Cleveland as opposed to what he did in Kansas City?
In Kansas City, right? Yeah.
He's a number one, but you can't trust him off the field.
He said you're number one, but you can't trust him off the field.
Can't trust him off the field. I mean, that's why he's in Cleveland. Remember when
he was in Ohio? He's from Ohio, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing is also remember when he was available and nobody touched him when you could have got him for a second round pick when he was restricted free agent. You could have got him for a second round pick and nobody touched him.
Right.
That told me
what that was about.
That tells me that there's still some stuff that teams know about. They're like, nah, bro, we good.
They ain't touching that. They ain't touching it, right?
Dude, not one team, and those teams that needed running backs, and they're like, nah, we good.
We good.
So,
yes, sir.
Getting back to the Jets haven't had 1,000-yard rusher since 2015, and they
won't.
And they yearn for the days of Chris Ivory.
Wow.
Sean Green. Hell, they take Sean Green right about now.
Jesus.
Twinkle toes Sean Green.
Let me tell you something. I'm just like,
you're right, Ronan.
Yeah, he is right. Well, no, he's not right. Leave my Buffalo team alone, brother.
No, you got to read what he said. Put up there.
I saw what he put up there. He said better than what he said. Wait, where the hell's it at? God damn it!
Go ahead.
There it is. Better than anything Buffalo has. That Arctic weather in Buffalo may keep his ass in the house.
Nah, bro. Listen, I'm up here, Ronan. Them cats don't stay in the house in Buffalo. It's too much nonsense in Buffalo, man. We don't need no Buffalo.
He right across the bridge to Toronto. He can call up Drake.
Wow.
Listen, he'll be in the streets 24/7 in Buffalo.
Did they open up the borders up there?
Yes.
They did.
Okay. Actually, limited numbers, but yeah, they have.
Okay. You know what? I actually do. I'm getting back to football and the Jets and whatnot. I do like Robert Saleh. You know what I'm saying? I like him. I think he's a very good coach or whatnot, and I am hopeful for that team to turn it around. You know what I'm saying? After the debacle of Mr. Adam Gase, you understand? And I think Salah get it done. You know what I'm saying? But they just took the wrong guy.
Not till they fired Joe Douglas. Joe Douglas got to get fired.
Yeah.
And I keep going back to that and Salah's camp had to leak this because Joe Douglas did. That Saleh did not want them to trade Sam Darnold, not because he thought Sam Darnold was some world beater, but because he looked at this roster and said, we need more than just a quarterback. Keep Darnold another year, trade the pick, keep Darnold. Let's build a team. Joe Douglas was bound and determined to go get Zach Wilson. When you and listen, first of all, every other quarterback is signed. Zach Wilson ain't signed. Okay, training camp about to start.
Right. Also,
the money is slotted. Okay, you get this much money for being picked here. All right, but and that just I told y'all, dude, when the quarterback is not voted captain of a team,
right,
as a team captain in football,
right,
that speaks volume to me.
Yes, it does. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Brother Ronan, I love you too, man. But come on, man, stop that. Stop that. Buffalo. That's where it's at, yo. That's where it's at now.
Right, and also, Marcus May is gonna possibly sit out because he wants to get paid. Yeah, he wants to get paid.
Yeah,
he's up.
Yep.
And once again, he was one of the better players on the Jets last year. He's not. He's not in the class. He's not in the class of
Jamal.
The one. Yeah, he's not in the class of Jamal Adams, but he's good.
He's good.
He's not
great. Yeah, he's good. He's solid. He's solid.
He won $14 million a year, bro.
He's wilding out.
You might get.
He's wilding out.
10, 12. Go sit down.
Like
I don't think they even offering him 10. I don't think they're even offering him 10.
And they hit him. They also hit him with the tag. So
I heard that.
They hit him with the franchise tag, so he's going to sit. Looking at some of the moves that the Jets made in the offseason, if they were a really good team, some of the players they signed, I could see. Those are the moves you make to get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
The Jets signed a lot of second tier guys. Which means you're gonna get second tier production.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I was about to say some of the guys weren't that bad, Mac.
Corey Davis is trash. Corey Davis is trash.
No, he's not.
Corey Davis is trash.
How so, Chandler, playing on a team that runs the ball 40 times a night?
Dude, he got his spot taken by A.J. Brown, first of all, on a team that runs, but A.J. Brown managed to stand as a wide receiver on that team. Yes, everybody knows who A.J. Brown is.
They do.
Okay. Corey Davis had that spot. A.J. Brown took it. All right.
Look at Corey Davis's production.
Go ahead.
On a team that gave it that ran the ball 40 times a night. He's solid. Okay. He's not a number one.
Look at A.J. Brown's production in that same offense in Corey Davis' spot.
Right.
But he's the number one wide receiver. He's not a number one, and he's the wide receiver. He's the number one, bro. Tell me who's the number one wide receiver on the Jets is.
I just said the Jets signed second tier players. Did you not hear me say that?
Yeah. So you defending Corey Davis when you didn't sign him.
Well, listen, they're putting Corey Davis in a position he shouldn't be in. He's a number two.
Okay. So again, what Chandler was saying is the fact that is Corey number one. So you're just admitted you just had his number two.
He's a number two. That doesn't mean he's not a bad player.
Right. Okay. I can accept that.
Player.
I can accept that. We'll see.
Yeah, Ronan, they shored up the O-line, but again, they got second tier players.
Right. Right.
So I don't know.
When you say second tier, it's more like like you just said, I don't know. You understand? We have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, but then there's no guarantee it could be negative as well.
They have good players. They don't have great players.
Right. Exactly.
Who's the starting running back? You shored up the O-line, but you didn't get a running back. You went got a number.
Hold on. They signed Tevin Coleman.
Oh my God.
And they drafted Michael Carter. I said second tier. Well, actually, Tevin Coleman is dinged up a lot.
Okay, so fact check can't stay on the field. He's not even second tier, and he's non-existent because he's always hurt.
Right. I agree with you. And they drafted Michael Carter.
Listen, Joe Douglas did a bad job.
Has a lot of promise.
Right.
And I said before the draft that they should have fired Joe Douglas and Matt. And you know this, Max said, no, you got to give Joe Douglas a shot. Well, Adam Gase did. Okay, this was Joe Douglas's shot, and how did it come out? He should not. They should have fired him along with Adam Gase. So now what you're doing is you're wasting a year of Robert Saleh.
Right.
Okay, some of your core players. Take for instance C.J. Mosley. I guarantee you, C.J. Mosley gonna come up hurt. He gonna spend his last season with the Jets on IR, getting that money. He gonna get the hell up out of here and go.
Right. Wow, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
We got some basketball news.
Huh?
We got some basketball news.
Well, what's that, Reg?
Who got traded?
Valanciunas.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, y'all know. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because Mac, Mac wanted to politic and say that the Pelicans made a great move.
When did I say that? When did I say that? Did I ever say that? Or did I ever say that? No,
I didn't see that.
Question.
I didn't see it.
It's in the text group. Did I say that? Did I say they made a great move?
No, you did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did
Why
not.
am I not in that group? I don't know. Am I?
We need to get you in there. We need to get you in there, Reg. You know what I'm saying?
But did I say that? Yes or no?
I didn't see that.
It's a yes or no.
I didn't see it. I said I didn't see it. My God, what the hell's wrong with you? No. Okay, there you go. You happy now?
I didn't say that, Chandler. I said they made a move because
you intimated it, sir.
Cap space. No, I did not.
Oh, no, you intimated it.
Word of the day.
I did not.
Wow.
No, I did not. I said they made a move to shed cap space so they could sign Lonzo, sign Josh Hart, and they're not finished yet.
Okay.
Where's that politicking for them?
And my question remains the same. How does this make? They made a lateral move. Not only that, they made one of their competitors in their conference better.
How so?
Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams. I don't know. Number 17, number 51.
The two draft picks, maybe. I wouldn't have given them the 2 draft picks. I agree with you on that. But Eric Bledsoe, his bad contract.
Oh, I don't care about Eric Bledsoe. I'm talking about the draft picks, man. I don't care about Bledsoe or.
I agree with you on the draft picks. They shouldn't have given up the draft picks.
Adams, excuse me.
Well, Adams for Valanciunas is a wash. Valanciunas had a better year last year. He's a better perimeter player than Steve Adams.
That's what I said. It's a lateral move,
and he's a solid rebound. But again, Chandler,
it's a lateral move.
Yet.
Okay.
All season just started.
No one's going to go to New Orleans. I don't care how much cap space they got.
Bro. Okay. Well, bro, who
no
do they
one's
need?
going
they don't need a super.
New Orleans.
Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. They don't need to sign any superstars because they have 2 in place, or the 2 players they're gonna build around. And if they bring back Lonzo, that's 3 people. They bring back Hart, that's 4 people. They need to fill in some smaller pieces in free agency. Say like if they went and signed Reggie Bullock, good move because he's a solid 3-and-D guy. Again, they're not finished, so
okay. You make my head hurt.
Why, because I sound logical?
You make my head hurt.
Why? Because I sound logical?
No, because
you got emotional over their first trade in the offseason?
No. Listen, you said bring back the same team you had that was trash. Let's bring back the same team that wasn't good.
I said build around those 3 players. Did you not hear me say that?
Basically the same team, because everybody you named was on that team last year. And then let's bring in a couple of bench players to supplement the same team we had with a rookie coach. Okay.
Who's your star? Zion and Ingram, right? You build around
and
them, right?
they were terrible.
Yes or no?
So let's
terrible with them two and a bad coach and Eric Bledsoe's obscene contract. And again, they're not finished yet.
okay.
All right, we'll see.
Yes,
we'll
they
see.
are.
We'll see.
Talk to me when they fill out their roster.
Okay.
This is gonna be part two. Part two.
All right.
Part two. You know what I'm saying? Part two.
Yo, funny boy. Yo, funny.
Oh no, this me and Chandler. That's just us.
Exactly.
Ding, 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 ding.
This is gonna be part two right here. I see this already unfolding. You know what I'm saying?
No. Notice if this was two other people, they would have fought. Me and Chandler do this every day, all day.
Exactly. You already know. You sure you want to be part of this chat?
Yep.
Reggie,
I'm
you
built
sure?
for it. I'm built for it.
Reggie, it gets vicious, and I will
Yes,
be
it
talking
does.
about your whack ass jumper.
Wow. Oh my God.
Shots
Well, I know
fired.
one thing I won't challenge Reggie
when
on.
the game is on the line, it counts. That's
It's
all I gotta
cash.
say. It's
Like
cash.
I said, I won't challenge him on bowling. That's for sure. I heard
You want to do that.
I heard horror stories. I heard the stories. Yeah, exactly. I had to fall back in my challenge. So I was like, oh, whoa, okay, wait a minute. You getting scores like that? Hold on now. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, ooh, man, I don't think I could challenge that. You know what I'm saying? So there we go.
Just getting back to the Jets.
Yes, sir.
Secondary is still shaky.
Okay.
Man,
okay.
I'm not even going to watch a Jet game this year, man.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. I don't think you're gonna be missing much.
I'm in upstate New York.
Honestly.
I don't have to. They don't. This is how bad the Jets are. They don't show them in upstate New York.
That's a beautiful thing.
Wow, that's crazy. Yo, what about? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think Miami will be better.
They'll be better. My East on.
That's the. Yeah, exactly. Watching Olympics beat basketball.
Jesus, okay.
Are interesting because I don't believe in Tua at all. I didn't believe in him in college.
Same here.
I thought it was a whole much ado about nothing. He had one good half, okay, in a national championship, and suddenly he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's not accurate. He is safe to a fault. He's like Alex Smith on steroids.
Wow.
And the fact that they kept pulling you out for tragic speaks volumes to me. So I don't think Tua is going to be the starter all season. Now, if he's the starter all season, I think the Dolphins don't make the playoffs again. I have no idea, but
I'll tell y'all in a second. You don't like the wide receiver they drafted?
I like everything about it except the quarterback. So
exactly, it don't make a difference if you got wide receivers. You don't have a quarterback to throw on the ball.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tua either. I'm not impressed by him whatsoever. I'm just not. You know, matter of fact, bring Fitztragic back. You know what I'm saying?
It's a shame when the Eagles quarterback is better than him.
Word. You know what I mean? It is a damn shame. You got that shit right. You know what I'm saying?
And they were on the same team in college.
All right, this is Tua's receiving core. Will Fuller, Jalen Waddle, Liam Eichenberg. I don't know about that.
Who's the backup quarterback?
Yeah, who's the backup quarterback, bro?
Yeah.
Or the starting quarterback, my bad.
He's in Houston right now. He ain't made it there yet.
Oh, okay. Wow.
No, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
Right. You could win. That might be the starter. Oh, he left Indianapolis? Wow.
You right?
Well, he
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah, they went and got
He's better off than Miami. He might
He
get
is.
to see the
Yeah,
field.
exactly. He is better off in Miami. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Houston.
Oh
yeah.
Well, before we even get there, you gonna just leave out New England? You just gonna count them out?
Man, listen.
Yeah, like New Edition, we gonna count them out because.
Well, I'll just say this.
New England's winning 9. New England's going to win 9 or 10 games.
They may do that, but they may. You know what? No, I'm not gonna deny. No. No, excuse me, but I will say this. I don't expect to see Cam Newton on the field that much.
Really?
Sorry, I don't expect that. No.
You think he's going to be a backup?
I see 4 wins.
When I say that, Mac, I'm talking about being healthy, not because he can't do the job, but his health. You understand? I think he's going to be dinged up, and at some point he's going to be not able to play.
Who's their backup?
I disagree with you, bro.
Jones.
Disagree.
You disagree, brother? Why do you disagree,
I think Cam is going to start all 16 games. I think he's going to start all 16 games. I like what New England did around him. And here's the thing. Everybody looks at the totality of his season. We don't look at the games he played.
Fade out, brother.
The games he played before he got cold. It was like an imposter came back in that uniform. It was like somebody else was playing, not Cam. He was far more accurate. They were passing the ball. It wasn't run. He's got another year in the offense. I think Cam is going to be far better. Now, listen, I don't think he's ever going to be some 70% passer, right? Let's be clear. But if you give him the throws he can make, and Josh McDaniels is a complete POS, but he is a brilliant offensive coordinator.
For sure. Okay. Again, I hear what you're saying, and I respect
he is not going to put Cam in bad positions. He's going to.
It's not even going to matter. Honestly, it's not even going to matter. Being put in a bad position or not. I just think that at some point during the season, he's going to go down, and he's not going to be getting back up quite frequently. That's just what it is, in my opinion. So we'll see.
Ronan, what about them getting Aguilar and some of the other receivers that they picked up? You don't think those were good moves?
Well, we'll see what Mr. Ronan says. But until then,
they picked up Nelson Aguilar, Kenneth Bourne, Marvin Hall, Hunter Henry, and Jonnu Smith. Ew.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, until then, we're going to see. Now, should we get to what Mr. Reggie is clamoring for? I think this is why he wanted to be on tonight, probably.
Yeah, the massage
Houston
therapist.
Texan quarterback.
The massage therapist lover?
Yeah, reported to camp, but once... Reporting to camp, but once trade. Doesn't Texas want a little too much for him?
No,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
they do.
Well, yes and no.
How do you figure no? When I heard 3 number ones,
it's a lot, but
thank you.
But his brand is diminished because of the case.
Yes.
They should have traded him a while ago.
For sure. They really should have. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
They
3.
And this is what he was talking about with that organization. They shot themselves in the foot by even letting that get out in the first place. Okay. That was their problem. That was their call. So, hell yeah. If they would have got rid of him when he asked, and let that have been somebody else's problem, they would have got whatever they wanted for him.
Yeah, should have traded him before the draft.
Hey, that's what he was talking about.
Ronan is hilarious.
Damn, Ronan.
See, they're the ones. Yeah, and that's the problem. Is Houston is the ones, we all know Houston is the ones who got that ball rolling with getting that stuff all out in the public eye. They got that ball rolling. Now, again, best case scenario is he's a creep. That's his best case scenario.
Right.
Means ain't a lot of teams gonna touch him because we all know professional athletes. We all know them. We all know that they don't go to 50,000 different damn massage therapists. They don't let just anybody put their hands on their body. So we know what he was doing. Okay, let's be honest. We know what he was doing.
What was he doing, Chandler?
Listen, he was going out there talking about I need a happy ending. All right, he wasn't going to talk about I need no damn massage. All right, because I don't know no professional athlete that goes to 3 massage therapists, much less 22. All right, they may have 2, the teams and their own personal. That's it. They don't let just anybody work on their body. So he was out there trying to get him booty the way he wanted to get booty. Okay, fine. All right, you should have paid these people what you promised to pay them when services were rendered. All right, you chose not to do that. Now that's on you, bro. You look like a creep. So now who's gonna touch him? Because there's some markets that can't touch him. They just will not because of their sponsors, the fan base, da 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 da. So now you're limited in teams you can go.
Mm-hmm.
They screwed this up 7 ways or something.
that they did. That they did. I'm not even gonna front. You know what I'm saying?
And that's probably why he wanted out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's funny, Chandler, because he said,
yeah, it probably is, but at the same time, bro, you know what? No. Listen, man. Huh?
No. I was gonna say it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's reporting to Kent. He wants to be traded, and they said, okay, yeah, we do want to trade you. It's too late now.
Yeah, that's gonna be something. Who's gonna really take a fly? You know what I'm saying? A flyer on this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at some point, maybe there is a price for him, a realistic one at that point. But I don't know, man. And just like Ronan said, Watson is lucky that the Me Too Mafia has lost some steam because his ass may be out of the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what's helping him, honestly? You know what's helping him?
What's that?
The lawyer.
Because if you listen to Rusty Hardin,
you there, Chandler?
If you listen to his lawyer, Rusty want everything public. I don't want a non-disclosure agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you want a non-disclosure agreement, that means it's something you don't want out in the public eye, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Watson doesn't want a non-disclosure, but the lawyer for the accusers do.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all trying to hide? What don't y'all?
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is, you know what everyone's view of a massage therapist is, rightly or wrongly. There is a perception of people, of women who do massages. That's not. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's fair. But there is a perception of people that do massage. You a massage? Oh, you went to a massage parlor? Huh?
Right.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying? If you throw all that in the pot, and the fact that Watson had a squeaky clean image, and people don't want to believe that he's a creep, even though we know he is.
Right.
Here we are. So he's gotten away with a lot, and then.
He faded out. He keep fading in.
What's that, Reg?
I said, do we though? I mean, I'm the guy that want to believe the best. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there was some indiscretions that happened. Probably was. You know, but to the extent of, it was sexual misconduct, I highly doubt it.
And also,
right? No, that's what I mean, Reg. When I say here,
their
creep,
lawyers,
what I
their
mean
lawyer has done a piss poor job.
Go ahead, Chandler. What you were saying?
I was agreeing with you. I'm not. When I say he a creep, I don't mean he did something wrong.
Keep going in and out, Chandler.
You know, you went. Sorry, I just go pay the money you're supposed to pay. All right. If you got services rendered, pay the damn money that you're supposed to pay. Don't be a creep. Okay.
He said, "Pay for the services rendered." I love it.
But wait a minute, hold up. Who's to say the job got finished? Maybe that's why he didn't pay their asses.
Bro, really?
Just saying.
Reg, I love you, but seriously, really, dude? Come on now.
Really? What?
What the freak?
Hey, listen, I need this bill to get paid.
I tell you, yo, crack.
Hold up. Maybe I'm a creep. I don't know.
Don't own that title unless you really want to. Okay, don't throw that out there, brother. Don't throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. You know, it's a tilted thing. It's a tilted.
Yeah, I feel you, but don't throw that out there, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Ron says out here in South Jersey, rumors are swirling that the Philadelphia, aka Gotham City, is interested in Watson. They need to be. They need to be. No, I shouldn't say that. That's not right. Let me just think about that. No, let me take that back. Because I had Carson Wentz on my mind. I'm sorry, and that's not even an issue anymore in Philly. So let me take that back. I'm sorry. You know, because they got Hurts out there.
I think you got a decent quarterback down there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
You know, definitely. So, I mean, this whole thing just
Philly don't have nothing to really give up.
Right. No. True. Not really. No, exactly. Not with the high demand of Houston. You understand? Talking about 3 first-round picks. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah, we good. You know, you gotta come off that.
I'll give you 1 first-round pick and 1 player. And listen, call it a day.
Yeah, because you're dealing from a position of weakness. To be perfectly honest, they really are.
Yeah.
Now, hypothetically speaking, let's put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
They went through all of this, and he turns out to be innocent. Now, what happens?
That's a good question. Mac,
by the time that comes out.
Mute.
Hello?
I was saying once, like the great Michael Irvin said, report it with the same energy you reported it when you started. To that effect.
Right.
But they won't.
That ain't gonna happen. You know that. No.
You already know the deal. No, hell to the no. You already know. Mm-hmm. But that's interesting. No. What if it turns out to be innocent? You know?
But that's what I mean. I think he is innocent, I think he is innocent of assault. Okay. He's innocent of that.
Right.
My thing is, again, I know professional athletes. I don't know any professional athletes who go to multiple massage therapists. Okay. That says to me that you was going for reasons other than a massage, which is fine. Okay. If that's how you choose to live your life, I'm not judging you, bro. Okay.
Right.
But don't act like it was all above board. It wasn't. You was going for this reason, which is why I think they don't want to do the non-disclosure, because he wants it out there. Okay, listen. Okay, you know what? You might not like it, but I was going to get my jollies. Okay,
right.
Period. End of story.
Right.
Okay. I don't think he did anything illegal. I just think it's creepy.
Yeah, I could rock with that. I could rock with that, Chandler. I could rock with that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah, I could definitely ride with that. You know?
Creepy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just sick and tired of this whole what's that shit? Me Too nonsense anyway. You know, I really am. Yeah, I said it. That's right. Damn if you're offended. I'm just tired of it. I mean, where were you? Let me not even get started, because this will be like a 4-hour show. I'm not really trying to do that tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not do that.
And that's the thing with that is this isn't part of that. See, that was about stuff like work-related stuff and stuff that was going on in businesses for years that wasn't ever addressed. And we all know, right?
You already know.
It's kind of like Black Lives Matter got co-opted by people who wanted to make money. Okay,
right.
A lot of these hashtags got co-opted by people who had nothing to do with it. Right.
Yep.
Ain't interested in helping nobody, but they want to be out there running their mouth so that they can get the shine and make some.
Exactly.
All right. It's basically the Al Sharptonizing of a movement.
I love that. Yep. Al Sharptonizing. Love it. That's a fact right there for sure. You know what I mean? That's it. I love that. And he's right. He's 100% fucking right.
Yeah,
That's just what
Al
it is.
Sharpton will come in and muddy up whatever happened to a victim or whatever, and just it gets sensationalized. And you know, if I had the money, I would pay that sister, you know, the debt they making her pay and the hell they put her through. Talking about Tawana Brawley.
I figured that.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Because I don't think she lied.
Yeah.
And people crack me up. Well, she just wanted to hang out.
Nobody. It didn't matter by the time he got done.
Right. I don't know of any teenager that would think to put feces on themselves.
Exactly. Who's doing that?
To get out of getting in trouble.
The only way I can see that happening with you putting feces on yourself is if you were in jail and you wanted to keep those beasts off you from being raped.
Right. Not from getting yelled at, maybe catch the belt and put on punishment for a month.
Exactly.
Staying out late.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so.
No. I'm sorry I had to go there, but that, you know,
no,
the Tawana Brawley thing it just irks me, man.
No, I hear you, brother. I hear you. And sometimes you gotta take it to where it is, man. So if it's here, I'm in the paint or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And Al Sharpton messed that up with his being overzealous and looking for the spotlight.
Yeah, I never liked that. I'm sorry. He
actually should pay her debt. You done
made
millions, son.
I've never liked Al Sharpton. I've never liked Charlie Rangel. I got a whole litany of people.
Please, keep going. I'm with you.
Keep going. There's a whole lot of names on that list, bro. There's a whole lot of names on that list.
You got that right. I'm about to say Jesse Jackson. For sure. You already know the deal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Jesse's on that list as well. I don't like none of the motherfuckers. I'm like, yo.
Wait a minute. You my man from the barbershop, bro?
Who? You talking about my dudes?
You don't like that.
Say it.
Yeah, even him.
Eddie.
Eddie. I said, I was like that. I said, Eddie, you need to sit your fucking ass down and shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stand none of them motherfuckers. None of them back in the day, yo.
Just to think, we got a former cop and the head of the Guardian Angels running for mayor.
Just let it be noted, and you're gonna kill me for this one. Just let it be noted. This is Donald Trump Part 2.
Yes,
you understand? Yes, it is, because that guy gonna win.
Yes.
Fuck what you heard. Yes. Sleeper gonna win. Watch. Yes. I said that the other day at work. I said that your Chandler. I said the other day at work, and they was looking like, "What?"
So, when he win, we gonna come on in the paint with the red berets?
Yes.
Wow, and the white t-shirts.
Hell yeah!
You know what?
I love that idea.
Curtis has always been a POS. Always, right?
Yep.
Again, I've known Curtis Lee since I was 7 or 8 years old. I've known him since 7 or 8 years old. He's always been a POS. All right, always. But he's finally, just like when he went. Remember when he went on the radio and he was with Imus and them? He kept finding ways to slither in and monetize and monetize.
Yes,
indeed. And now, like said, he looked at what Trump did. He looked at the Trump blueprint, man. And he said Donald Trump was a Democrat. He realized he could go to the Republicans, say whatever, say all that crazy nonsense, and because they really think like that, they're going to elect him. Here's Curtis Lee.
And Curtis Lee said, I was a Democrat. I'm going to be a Republican.
Yep. There you go. He going to win this race.
In the light.
He going to win. Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it'll be close, or
it'll be close. It'll be
landslide?
No, I don't think it'll be a landslide. I think it'll be close. Because people refuse to look at the connections that this man has. He's connected. He's very connected. Make no mistake about that shit.
And
you understand?
And
he's gonna owe a lot of people once he gets elected. He gonna owe and watch.
Wasn't he crying for cash a couple years ago?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this the job for him.
Yeah. Now he can afford to run for office. Oh, and by the way, Eric Adams, I guarantee you, Eric Adams winds up with a job in Sleeper's administration.
Wow. I wouldn't be shocked.
Hey, you gotta appease the sheep.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Guarantee you.
I'm telling you. And that's a good idea, Mac. When he wins, we're gonna have the what do you call it? The berets and the red and white t-shirts.
Where's Lisa in all of this?
Who?
Where's Lisa in all of this?
She gone, man.
Bro, she been divorced that fool.
She gone, bro.
That ended bad. Actually, I met her before.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we ran into Curtis Lewa in passing because he was in a part of Brooklyn he shouldn't have been in and trying to go to some place he shouldn't have been in. And he said, well, they was like, yo, you can't come in here.
Right.
Can I buy a bean pie? Well, buy your bean pie and bounce.
It's like your wife is allowed in, but not you.
She actually good people.
Okay.
Yeah, she is. She is. Yeah, she got up out of that. She got up out of Dodge, bro. A long time.
I know that's right. Mac, Eric is phony as hell, huh? He seems like it. Every time.
Mark, what was that look for?
Because, bro, we tried to interview him 30 years ago, and he curbed us.
Really?
He basically was, oh yeah, brother this, brother that,
see, that's
brother, and we didn't get the interview with him.
Al Sharptonizing again.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't really trust that guy. I you know what I'm saying? I do not trust.
Ronan is going in tonight.
I don't trust Eric Adams. I'm sorry. He just seems like for a photo op, you know what I'm saying? And that's it.
No, I think he's on Sirius now.
Oh, he's on Sirius? That makes sense.
I think he was on Sirius XM now. I think he's on Sirius XM.
That would make sense. What are you laughing at, dude? Let me get the hell out of here. Yo, y'all are funny as hell, bro. Yo,
what is going on?
The kind you find in a second-hand store.
Yo, let me get the. Listen, I gotta break out. Y'all are hilarious as hell, man. I swear to God, it's almost fucking 11:30. Actually, it's after 11:30. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave y'all the capable hands of Max 611. He's a funny motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm bouncing myself.
Oh, for real? Damn, son. I thought you was gonna keep it going, man.
You know Mac Lee.
Well, listen, yo, it's been a real one, man, for In the Paint tonight. Huh?
It's a Franz Kafka retrospective on TCM, so Matt got to watch it. There's a Franz Kafka retrospective on TCM, so Matt got to put on his pork pie hat and his little half moon glasses.
Listen, this shit is hilarious. Listen, we got to break out. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say peace to you guys. Peace to Ronan. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support, brother. Love you, man. You're a great dude, man. Dominic from NC, he was here earlier before he bowed out. Bishop. Thanks a lot. Mr. Bishop as well. Let me shout his ass out, even though he had the balls to show up tonight, but that's okay. And of course, my man Reggie, Jay's working.
And his phone is probably on 3 bars.
Exactly. His phone is dead right now. Chandler, thank you as always. You're a true soldier. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for riding with us. And of course, Max 611. You know how we do, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Folks, please, if you love our content, those that listen to us, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, indeed.
Share the show on your pages, on your social media.
Like it, or you know what? Let me tell you something. I'll even invite, what don't you like about it? What would you like to see be improved? Just any type of interaction would be appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all.
Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so when you know we do a show,
there you go.
That too. Show
there you
love.
go. All right, gentlemen. Peace out. Thanks for joining us tonight. See you soon.
All right. Peace out, fellas.
Peace out, y'all.